everybody out there. How you doing? It's your boy Boogotti NYC. I hope you can hear me loud and clear, loud and clear. Let me check real quick and make sure we ain't freeze up or nothing. Okay, yeah, we good over there. We're good over there. How everybody doing this morning? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Everybody good? It's Friday. Doom, doom, just got paid. Doom, doom, Friday night. Boom, boom, party hunting. How everybody doing this morning? Where Batty at? How you doing, Batty? Everybody good? Luigi? Okay, I see Shannon's up in the building right now. Audio is good. Thank you so much, because I can't see myself, but as long as you guys tell me I'm good over here, I appreciate it. Let me see if I can go ahead and get one of these monitors to respond so I can actually see myself. Hope everybody's having a fantastic Friday morning. Y'all know how we got to start it off. We cannot wait because we don't got that much time. We got to beat the clock. Whoever's here, I appreciate you guys. And you know what we got to do. We got to get those prayers in the air. That's right. You already know. We got to pray for each other. We got to pray for another day. I'm so happy that I was able to make it another day, you guys. How about that? I'm happy to be healthy. I'm happy to be here with you guys. I'm hopeful and thankful that your families are doing well. And I really want to pray that all of our animals and all of our animals out there are doing as well as well. I want to pray for everybody affected by the fires and all of these different things that's going on in our communities and in our world. And I want to pray for peace amongst everybody. Who else do I want to pray for? Jeffrey Spilker, 420 John Patrick. Also want to pray for Queen Shay, Liberty and Justice. Good morning. Batty Lynn, I see you out here. Audrey, Shannon, Jack, Jonathan, Winter Rising. Good morning, Winter. How you doing now? Rebecca Lanyon, Bueno, Luigi, Audrey. I see Flavor Talk, Jeffrey Spilker, Jack. I see you up in here. Also, let's get some love up in for myself. Also, can't forget about Teddy. Can't forget about I'm sorry, my boy Casey Ramos. Can't forget about let's see, Joe Jordan. Can't forget about 420 Mark Dorfman. We got Jeffrey Spilker that we got to make sure we got some shout outs to as well. Can't forget about Colessive, Angels Among Us, and also Miss Swanza. Also, you guys, Terry too. And you know what we're gonna do? Amen. Because it's already time to go. Y'all know what that means, right? Let me catch my breath because it's Friday, y'all. Have a good one. We made it, y'all. We made it to the end of the week. So let's do what we got to do. Y'all ready? Let me see. Okay. I'm ready to go. And they're ready to go. I said it's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo, 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 yo. Oh, and we wind it up. Mm, 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 mm. Wind it up. Mm, mm, mm. I said we wind it up because it's 6 o'clock somewhere. And I know it's 6 o'clock here. Let's throw the wave, y'all. Let's do it. Come on, start the show. We ready to go. Ready to go. It's time to start the show. Come on, come on. You got an intro song, you got an extra song. Let's do it. I'm ready to go. You ready? Okay. Oh, okay. Ole. Yeah, I know what we got to do. I'm just happy to be alive and happy to be back here with you guys. We got to open up those pores. Uh, 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 uh. We got to open up those pores. Uh, uh, we got to open up those, and your favorite intro, uh, uh. It's Friday the 22nd. That's right, y'all. 2026. I'm your host, Boogotti NYC, and this here's our bottom line, where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and that. Where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and that. Still got me lit. Yeah, you guys, how y'all doing this morning? It's your boy Boogotti NYC. It's Friday. That's right, you guys. We made it to the end of the week. Friday. That's right. I'm sorry. May 2026. Hope everybody's feeling charged up, got their blood circulating and feeling really good out there, you guys, because I know I am. I'm ready for it. You guys ready? I'm not even going to play around right now. Y'all ready? I got 5 on it. I'm going to stack 5 videos at a time. All I'm going to ask you guys to do is stay on topic, stay on point. Let me know where you're chiming in from. That means city, state, country. Also, we know it's not 6 o'clock everywhere. So let me know where you're chiming in from as well as what time it is. I love to see the flags because it gives me a memory. Like, boom, I remember that flag. I remember that flag. And it really helps me when I go do my research for content. We got a good show lined up today. I can't even play around. We got trending topics, current events, and so much more. So even further with that, to not even play around, let's get into it. Let's get into these titles. Let's get to work, you guys. What we got over here? Trump. How long will Trump keep the peace with Iran? You know, they're going back and forth. We got a lot of bumping and banging going on when it comes down to the ships. We've got the blockades at the Strait of Hormuz. We got a lot of situations going back and forth as far as the conversation. You and I have been following it right up until this point. Hopefully, we'll be able to keep the peace and get these gas prices down, as well as what's more importantly, saving some lives. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Is Cuba readying their arms supply with drones in case of a U.S. strike? There has been hoopla, word, gaggle, and a little bit of noise with saying that Cuba is a little nervous and they think that the U.S. may be striking. So in that case, they've been readying themselves by buying drones. Will that help? I don't know. But we're going to keep on moving forward. And last but not least, what we have here is why has the U.S. House and Senate Democrats united against the Republicans on the budget? This budget is for the $1.77 billion. I think that would go towards January 6th victims or people. Let's just put it like that. I'll let you guys decide what title you want to put on it. But anyway, you know what I got to do right now, right? It's time for me to get to work because like I said to you, 5 videos, get this information out to you, and then I'll be back. But let's stay on topic and let's have a fantastic show. Everybody, get your water and your tea and your 55 coffee house from Lisa, and let's get busy. Let's get into see what some of the things that Trump said yesterday as he had a conference inside of the Oval Office when he was talking about reactions to the findings just released from the DNC 2024 autopsy report and much more. Let's keep on moving, you guys. Let's go. And good morning. It's Friday, y'all. Let's go. It's Friday. Let's get it. Let's go. Make sure I get this audio back. I see you. Church went out. Let's go. Last election on what you wanted Democrats lost. Good morning. It mentions is how they failed to reach Middle America, Southern Americans. Do you think they've learned lessons from that election, and how do you see them reporting? I think the elections are so rigged, and we have to do something about it, and we're going to do something about it. But we cannot continue to have, and frankly, the Senate and the House, they ought to get together and they ought to pass the Save America Act so that you have voter ID, and it's so important you have proof of citizenship. Good morning, everybody. Proof of citizenship. And also mail-in voting, which is so crooked. So in Maryland, as you probably saw, they had 500,000 mail-in votes that were corrupt. They were corrupt. They said the printer made a mistake. Don't believe that. And they got caught with 500,000 mail-in ballots that were corrupt. We've got to stop it. We have a country that has a very corrupt. We have more corrupt elections than third world countries have. And we're going to get smart. Pass the Save America Act. That'll be a long way. You have voter ID, voter identification. The Democrats don't want to pass. Now, I'll tell you what, the Democrat voters do want to pass, 87%. But the Democrat politicians don't want to pass. And the reason is that they would be elected again. Because with their policy of open borders, transgender for everyone, I call it transgender mutilization of your children for everybody, men playing in women's sports, all of the stuff that they do, high taxes. They want a tax hike. They voted in favor of high taxes. They voted against a tax cut. They voted in favor of men playing in women's sports. I don't know what these people are thinking. The only way they can win is to cheat, and that's what they want to do. And the only way that we like to get the information is straight from the person's mouth. So let's see, I think he had a little bit more to say on a different topic right here. He's talking about a couple more things. We're going to get a little more information from the president, and then we're going to move on.
And this is a representative group of very large-scale retailers. Under the Biden administration, the so-called technology transition rule, which was crazy, forced companies to adopt specific high-cost refrigerants, massively driving up the price of transporting and storing refrigerants and various goods. Many grocery stores and restaurants had no choice but to replace their refrigerators entirely and went out of business, half of them. And these caused woes. Americans faced higher grocery prices and reduced access to critical medical supplies. It was a very catastrophic thing that they did. At the same time, this rule also drove up the cost of living by forcing consumers to purchase higher cost residential air conditioning units because they went up very substantially in cost, and also they were to be obsolete very quickly. It created national security risk by adding additional hurdles to the already complicated process of manufacturing semiconductors. So it was a mess. Likewise, the so-called emissions rule imposed crippling leak repair requirements on virtually all existing large-scale refrigeration systems, hurting consumers and small businesses, making it almost impossible for many small businesses to even buy inferior equipment. And this is all across the country. The higher cost threatened thousands of jobs and was passed on in the form of higher prices and higher taxes. Today's reforms will deliver significant financial relief, saving American families and businesses more than $2.4 billion. Think of that, each year. Thanks to today's reforms, the American people have lower grocery prices, cheaper transportation of goods.
We're going to see about that part because I can't agree with that right there. Sounds good as far as the cheaper grocery prices and transportation. It's not true. I can't even go along with you on that prayer. So we're going to keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's double tap that screen and get these likes up because now we got to get more information out. Let's get on over to Washington where Republicans vow to 86, that $1.77 billion budget that they just put together. Yeah, they don't want to give that out to the January Sixers. And here goes some pushback.
What do you make of this $1.7 billion fund for
Bad news. We're gonna try to kill it.
Are we looking at a GOP revolt brewing over Trump's anti-weaponization fund?
I will tell you, my first reaction was this doesn't pass the smell test. It sends a signal, hey, go breach some Capitol, destroy the building, assault police officers, you may even get compensated for someday. That's absurd.
Every policy issue that I look at it through the lens of what impact is this going to have on affordability. And so
And you think this weaponization fund is a waste of taxpayer dollars?
I think that would be putting it mildly.
So you want to stop it?
Oh, 100%.
I think if you said to the American taxpayer that there is a horrible wrong committed by your government, and now you can apply and you can have your lawyer's fees back. You can be compensated for what you lost.
Thank you, Audrey.
What American would say, oh my gosh, that's terrible?
My next source tonight is Congressman.
Nothing has come down at all. Now, I don't listen to what these guys say because they're pushing stuff one side, but I also have to be fair. So I also want to ask you guys, in all honesty, how do you guys feel as far as the economy? Do you feel that the prices are going down or do you feel that they're leveling off? I shouldn't even ask you guys this question right now. Why? Because we're all in it together and we're still right in the middle of WAR. That's why I really could not even agree. I see most of the people are saying probably the same thing. So yeah, let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Let's keep on working. Let me see what they have to say.
Brian Fitzpatrick of Pennsylvania, a Republican who has been outspoken about opposing this new fund. And Congressman, do you agree with the acting attorney general there that this is how Americans want their taxpayer dollars to be spent?
I do not, Caitlin. Every dime that we spend ought to be going to, and especially with people in mind, over half of Americans that are living paycheck to paycheck. That's got to be at the forefront of every single House and Senate member's mind with every dime that we appropriate. So for that and many other reasons, I am completely objecting to this, and I'm going to do everything I can to fight it.
Did anything that Todd Lynch said about this fund in that interview with Paula reassure you?
No, so first and foremost, Caitlin, the executive branch does not have any money in its own right. Every dime they have is appropriated by Congress. So I sent a letter to Mr. Blanche today, posing some very basic questions. He's got a June 1st deadline to get me the answers of where this money is coming from. Obviously, it was appropriated to DOJ as part of an appropriations bill.
Somebody said they got a bag, like 4 bags of groceries, and it came out to like $100. I think I got like 2 bags yesterday, and it came out to like 60. Yeah, so I'll be honest with you, the prices are like a little bit coming down. Like they said, maybe 80 cents, a little bit on gas. I saw a little bit of gas come down, so you guys are right. But you know what the thing is about the supermarkets? They're gonna price gouge as long as they possibly can. They're not gonna change label prices. They're not gonna tell the grocery guys, okay, these prices went down, so no, they're gonna keep them as high as they can for as long as they can, as long as they can. Trust me. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. And if you appreciate the content and what we're doing over here with Our Bottom Line every single day and everything that we bring to you, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become a member, hit that notification bell down there so that you know when we're on. And make sure you hit all when you hit the notification bell. We got to get on over to the White House, some breaking news from the White House as they push back hard on claims that Iran says that they won't be giving back that enriched uranium. Yeah, they're not going to be giving it back, and they called it out and they said let's see what's going on with that enrichment. I don't even want to say certain words because you know how they play around with certain stuff, so I'm going to let them say it. So this morning, growing concerns about the rise of hate openly targeting Jews in America. Matter of fact, is that the wrong thing right there? Did we get to this? No, here we go. I'm sorry about that.
Hey, Dana, good morning to you. And some breaking news out of the White House this morning. They are pushing back hard on this Reuters report this morning that claims that the Iranian supreme leader allegedly said that the enriched uranium that is inside the country right now will not be allowed to leave as part of any peace agreement or nuclear deal. That would have complicated these talks by a lot. It would have really ticked off Israel, but the White House is pushing back on this. They say that Reuters report is not true. I'm told that, in fact, no decision has been made on that particular issue about the enriched uranium.
Damn.
What happens to it, no determination has been made either way, and that report is not true. Also, yesterday, President Trump warning Iran the U.S. military is ready to go if they do not give him the right answer soon.
We're in 5 stages of rent and see what happens. We'll either have a deal or we're going to have things that are a little bit fascinating. I don't know what happened.
Meantime, Pakistan's interior minister arrived in Tehran again yesterday to hold talks with the president there. Axios is reporting that Qatar and other regional allies, they've been working to refine this peace proposal to bridge any remaining gaps between the two sides, hammering out things like commitments from the Iranians on their nuclear program, and also how the U.S. might unfreeze any Iranian funds in return. Meanwhile, Israel is pushing back on reports that Trump held a dramatic and intense phone conversation with the Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu this week, who would rather see strikes continue. The president says Netanyahu is going to do whatever he wants him to do.
I'm gonna put it like this. You can go ahead and start striking and doing what you gotta do, but I think that we're gonna have a situation with us if we try to do that, because aren't we supposed to be at a certain amount of time where you have to go back before Congress and see if it's okay to go back to WAR at a certain amount of time? I think that's why they actually shut it down right before the ending. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because now we got, what is this? Yeah, we talked about this. The House and the Senate Democrats are uniting against reckless Republicans' budget. That's the budget. Let's keep on moving forward. And yes, we play all sides of the coin over here. Where you at, Liberty? I'm ready to say one of your announcements. We play all sides of the coins over here. Boogotti is not a Democrat, not a Republican, not a liberal, and not a conservative. We made this platform for everybody to say what you got to say, and as long as you're respectful, you're welcome. Let's keep on going, you guys. And hey, you guys need an incentive to get those likes up. I got something for you right here, because we just got a new batch that came in, and on Tuesday, we're about to get those t-shirts. I'm going to be really happy about that. Yeah, I think I'm going to sport one for for our other show. Here, and just to let you know, we've got 6 keychains coming out. We've got 6 decals coming out, but only if we can reach 500 or more likes. That's right, you guys. I'm gonna randomly select 12 people to send 6 keychains to, as well as 6 decals to. So if you guys can go ahead and double tap that like button and get it up to like 500, you're gonna see some randomly selected people get some merch. And if you don't think so, ask the people in the chat, because I really send it out. So yes, our bottom line decal keychains and our bottom line decals. Let's keep on moving, you guys. Let's get some more good information out here to get you guys going Friday morning. What we got over here? Nah, I didn't want to show them that. Didn't want to show them that. Not good enough. Let's keep on moving forward on our topics that we're talking about. As we got your boy Hakeem the Dream that's about to come up, and I know you love when they talk. Chuck first, and then Hakeem the Dream. Let's go, you guys. We got to get on over to see what the Senate Democrats are talking about as they unite against Republican the budget. Yeah, you got to give everybody a fair share here.
See it in black and white. The contrast will be glaringly clear. Ballroom Republicans are not working for you. They're busy fighting for Trump. Democrats are fighting for you. The American people are watching, and in November, they will be voting. Let me turn it over to soon-to-be Speaker Hakeem Jeffries.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Leader Schumer, for your friendship, your partnership, and your leadership. It's a high honor and a distinct privilege to stand with our Senate colleagues, House and Senate Democrats, united together in strong opposition to this reckless Republican budget that will not make life better for the American people.
I like this guy right here. Who is that? Mr. Starley, 243023. Democrats and Republicans are not fighting for the American people. That's the way to, yeah, give your message out, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Say what you got to say. Now, what was that about? Do I got to go back? I don't know what happened, you guys. I'm sorry about that. I tried to pause it.
Unacceptable and it's un-American.
Oh, but I'm that nice. I was able to catch it. I was able to catch it that quick. Are you serious? We got to bring that back, you guys. I apologize about that, but I wanted to say that person's message.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Leader Schumer, for your friendship, your partnership, and your leadership. It's a high honor and a distinct privilege to stand with our Senate colleagues, House and Senate Democrats, united together in strong opposition to this reckless Republican budget that will not make life better for the American people. It will continue to make things worse. Here in America, our country is far too expensive. The cost of living is out of control. Housing costs are too high. Grocery bills are too high. Gas prices are too high. Utility bills are too high. And healthcare costs are way too high. America is too expensive.
Gotta agree with that,
It's a direct result of failed Trump Republican policies. We believe in this country that there are far too many people struggling to live paycheck to paycheck. Hardworking American taxpayers who can't thrive and can barely survive. That is unacceptable in the United States of America, the wealthiest country in the history of the world, and things need to change. Democrats believe that in this great country of ours, when you work hard and play by the rules, you should be able to live an affordable life, a comfortable life, and a good life. We believe.
Why can't y'all work together? Seems like they both have a very strong mission and a very strong plan and everything. Imagine if they actually work together. Imagine that.
That in this country, every single American should be able to afford to go see a doctor when they need one. That in this great country of ours, Access to high quality and affordable healthcare can't simply be a privilege available only to the wealthy, the well-off, and the well-connected. Access to high quality and affordable healthcare should be a right available to every single American. And that's what we're going to continue to fight hard to bring about. We believe that in this great country, we have a broken immigration system. We're committed to making sure we always have a strong, a safe, and a secure border. But this broken immigration system, it should be fixed in a comprehensive and in a bipartisan way. We believe that taxpayer dollars in this country should be used to make life more affordable for the American people, not subsidize corruption of Donald Trump and his cartel. Okay, let's keep on moving forward. Since you said that word, cartel, we might as well go ahead and see what's going on in Mexico with Raúl Castro, who's about to get, watch your head. Little different kind of ride though. Ain't gonna be the same. Ain't gonna be the same kind of ride where you're going by and you can see the Chinese restaurants and all of that. You might still see that Chihuahua over there, like, oh my God, Rafael, what happened? He might still see that little Chihuahua over there, but he ain't gonna see nothing else. Because yes, you guys, if you don't know, Raúl Castro has been indicted in a stunning American case. Check this out, you guys. They're getting at him on this one. I don't want to say that word. I'm gonna let them say it.
With the indictment of Castro. So they've a lot of people have suffered very big, very at levels that few people would understand. And I think the Cuban population of Miami and certainly beyond Miami, people that came there that were decimated, whose families were ruined, appreciate what the Attorney General just did. We have a lot of people there. We had the CIA there.
That's President Trump at Joint Base Andrews yesterday on execute.
Meanwhile, Castro, this one here, is 94 years old. I guess that go to show you, as long as you're still alive and kicking, they can still come and get you.
President Raúl Castro being indicted by the DOJ. The charges include murder and conspiracy to kill U.S. nationals. It's connected to his alleged role in the 1996 downing of 2 planes where 4 men were killed, including 3 Americans. President Trump said this when asked if there's any further action coming for Cuba.
What's coming next for Cuba?
It's a failing nation. You see that it's falling apart. They have no oil. They have no money. It's a failing nation, so I just can't tell you that. But we're there to help.
Should we expect any escalation here, or should they expect anything? Yeah.
No, there won't be escalation. I don't think there needs to be.
Cuban-born Florida Congressman Carlos Jimenez praised in Castro's indictment, writing this: justice has been delayed for decades, but the Cuban dictatorship must finally answer for its crimes. As the only Cuban-born member of Congress, this is deeply personal to me. Those who murder Americans and terrorize innocent people will be held accountable. Gentlemen, now the man himself, Florida Congressman Carlos.
Okay, Carlos. All right, we got to keep on moving forward. Just wanted the people to be up to date on what's going on with that situation. Now we got another one that I don't even have the kahunas to talk about, because it's right off the bat, I don't like what it's about. But it's still something that we got to do. It's a countersuit coming in from JP Morgan, one of the executives. Her name is Lorna Hanson. She sues an ex-banker for defamation in New York, who says those other 2 words that I don't even want to really say. Number 6 and yeah, you know what? Let me just go ahead and let them do this. Let them say this one. Matter of fact, what is this? Yeah, I don't want to say those 2 words.
It's a case that really took the internet by storm just a few weeks ago. We're talking the new developments here with this next post coming from the New York Post. This says JP Morgan exec Lorna Hagini sues ex-banker Mr. Rana for defamation over sex slave allegations. And you might remember this case really just creating a firestorm over on the internet. Just want to get you up to speed here on the latest that we're tracking here, as the JP Morgan Chase investment banker accused of sexual assault in an explosive lawsuit that went viral countersued her accuser, saying his malicious lies destroyed her reputation and wreaked havoc on her life. In papers filed on Tuesday night in the New York State Court in Manhattan, Laura Hajini said her former colleague, Mr. Rana, fabricated allegations that she raped and drugged him in order to attract maximum press coverage, cause her pain, and extract millions of dollars from her and JP Morgan. Now, Mr. Rana's lawyers did not immediately respond to requests for comment on Wednesday. Lawyers for Hajini had no immediate additional comments as well. And JP Morgan is also a defendant in Mr. Rana's lawsuit. And to talk more about this case, we want to bring in our legal.
That's crazy right there. You guys all around that. Oh man, you guys, that make you feel a little bit different if you have any monetary inside of JP Morgan Chase Bank. How do you feel about that situation right there? Got to keep on moving forward because guess who's winning? Yes, we do not like her because she's always, ranting and raving. Somebody that we can't stand and we can't stand, but we knew what was going to happen here. We didn't want to get caught up in the George Costanza situation where we get so happy about something and the next thing you know, boom, it happens the total opposite way. So we came in with the perspective and the objective that this was going to be the possible outcome, especially when it comes down to the alleged sorts of ways that she moves around. If you guys don't know who I'm talking about none other than the governor of New York, Kathy Hochul Hochul. They say she's leading right now, and basically she's leading in the polls. And it's New York in the New York gubernatorial race. Let's see what's going on with Kathy Hochul Hochul right now. Let's go.
The governor is the other person that's supposed to have the checks and balances. Yeah. City. And I think Blakeman has a terrific chance. His chances are increasing. And I think they're going to get down to 50-50 at some point because the New Yorkers are going to reach the level of where is the common sense? Where is the checks and balances? And I think Bruce Blakeman has a good shot if he plays his cards right and talks a good game.
It's a longtime New York businessman, John Catsimatidis, is with me on this program earlier this week, saying that New York gubernatorial candidate Bruce Blakeman has a, quote, terrific chance to win in this year's New York gubernatorial race. A new Siena University poll shows current New York Governor Kathy Hochul's favorability rating is now at the lowest level since last June. Still, she's still leading Blakeman now by just 3 points. Joining me now is the man himself, New York gubernatorial candidate at Nassau County.
Gotta watch out for Kathy Hochul Hochul. I'm telling you, trust me.
Executive Bruce Blakeman. Bruce, welcome back. Great to see you. So you're doing better in the polls, obviously. Can you close this gap, Bruce?
Well, Maria, we are going to win this race because this race is about the people of New York State who are miserable under Kathy Hochul. The most overtaxed state in the United States. Our electric bills are 70% higher than the national average. It's the most pro-criminal governor in the United States of America. We've had a railroad strike. Now we have runways at our airports collapsing. The whole infrastructure is falling apart. And it's because Kathy Hochul has been too busy with special interest groups, the Green...
Excuse me, sir. I might have to hit you up on your Instagram or your Twitter or your X. You're not saying it right. It's Kathy Hochul Hochul. This way you understand all of the stuff that she's doing. All right? So get it right.
Energy scam and policies that don't fit in to everyday New Yorkers. I want to make this state more affordable. I'll cut electric rates in half, I'll cut taxes, and I'll bring back business and economic development and job prosperity and make people happy again because now they're miserable.
And that's what...
Don't turn into another Mom Dami with all of those things that you're promising. You know what I'm saying? I'll do this and I'll do that. Then when you get in there, you know what I'm saying, do the same thing and turn into a brown noser.
You did and continue to do in Nassau County. And I want to get your take on that because you are looking at Nassau County as potentially being a model for New York when it comes to safer streets, more police, lower taxes, tougher immigration enforcement. What are your plans?
Oh, yes, so that's what I'm talking about. Okay.
Well, first of all, I've been named the safest county in America by U.S. News and World Report. I cut $150 million tax increase by my predecessor. I haven't raised taxes 1 penny in 4 years, even with inflation. And of course, I've gotten 7 bond upgrades. That's unprecedented in 3 years, and 4 budget surpluses in a row. So that's the kind of management I want to bring to the state of New York. I want to create jobs for our young people, put more money in their pocket so that they can make choices on how they want to spend their money, not government.
Well, President Trump got back.
Seems like somebody got their together, huh? I don't know. What you guys think about that? Tell me the dead is plan. Good luck getting money back out of those corrupt companies. They all serve as small hats. Any other job besides politician, if you tell somebody what you're going to do and then they can't do it, they will what, fire you? In politician, you get a second term. Okay, what else you got for me, Liberty? 20 more likes, y'all. 500 likes, and we get the free our bottom line keychains. Frederick, what you got? You got what? Okay. I have PTSD because of the government. I'm sick and tired of being so sick and tired. I feel you, brother. Good morning, Salvatore Winter. Exactly right. Come on, you guys. Let's stay on topic. Exactly. Thank you so much, Sam Champion. It sounds so good when they say it, but when they get in there, they change. You know what I'm saying? I'm a sucker for a good speech too. Glad you're here, Sam. Hope everything is going good for you. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Okay, I do think that you might have a chance. I mean, 3 points, and she is on the ropes right now. So what do you guys think? Think you want to get behind them and see if we can get rid of Kathy Joku Hoku? I'm considering it now. Might try to see if I can get an interview or maybe even just help the guy out, because I'll be honest with you, anything is better than Kathy Joku Hoku right now. Oh boy, imagine the pushback between him and Mom Dami. That easy super cat nane, he's a dumb dummy. Let's keep on going forward, you guys. Let's go. Because we're gonna stay talking about and being in New York. And if I can make it there, I'll make it. Bum bum. Anywhere, it's up to you. New York, New York. But not if you was outside on Wednesday in Queens, because you needed a scuba gear or maybe a little hovercraft or something, because it was not a game outside and it was serious. I'm talking about flooding. The trains were nasty. Cars were actually outside floating. Imagine you going outside to get your car, all of a sudden, boom, in a matter of 25 minutes, water up to your waistline, and you out there like this. And imagine how nasty that water is when it's that high. Could be like dead rats or whatever like that floating around in it. I'm talking about New York. Don't get mad at me, because I'm telling you guys the truth of what could be floating in this water, especially when it's like 2-3 feet high off the ground. Check this out, you guys. I'm glad I wasn't out there, and I'm glad I didn't take the train that day. Check this out, what happened on Wednesday. They got some footage coming in from the damage and everything that occurred during the floods on Wednesday. New York City almost underwater after getting pummeled by heavy thunderstorms. Check this out, you guys. Captured the footage of a wild storm that almost drowned the city late Wednesday evening. Yeah, the worst place to be if you're caught in the New York City thunderstorms and like real bad weather is the train station, because Lord knows what's floating in that nasty water. You know what I'm saying? Imagine.
This is why I'm gonna stay my home. This is why I'm gonna stay my ass at home.
Winds reached 60 miles per hour as commuters desperately tried to avoid being swept off their feet. I don't understand if you know how high this water is right now. There's about to be cars floating. He's about to show you some cars that are floating. I'm sorry, Astro van, like caravans, mom vans floating.
Because in Harlem we got hills, man. Way in the water. Way in the... There's dirt. It's goddamn water to go check on my car. My pit is up on the hill though. Oh! Oh!
He fell in the water.
Yeah, my stand part over there. Yo, his car is dead. It's broken, bro. Yes. This all happened in like 25 minutes. Huh? Did it look better? No, my car is up on the hill. I'm about to go check it right now. I think it's good though. so good it feels so good. Nah, that's crazy. Yeah.
Do y'all see how nasty and filthy and then it's like up to like your knees maybe. So your feet is all in that. It's all I'm talking about you're getting like a different type of spa day from New York, like sewage and dirt water all around your legs and everything. Can you imagine the scrubbing that you gotta go through after this?
Take me back home. I love Queens, but this is oh that bus just put away. I might as well get a surfboard.
He said he might as well get a surfboard because the wave that the bus pushed. I want you guys to see one of the examples of these waves. Check this out.
They over here pushing that goddamn bus floor with the bricks.
So this means that the sewer's backing up. You do understand that, right? If the water's not leveling or going down, that means that the sewer is backing up possibly with all that sewage coming the other way. And you guys are doing a New York, a waist, ankle down, a spa date. Ooh. The bus talking about not in service. Yeah, we understand that. So now the people really messed up. Where they gonna go? We gotta keep on moving forward. You guys double tap that screen and woo, let's get those likes up. I'm glad that that was over with and I was not out there. That's one way to clear homelessness. That has to be downtown. No, that was in Queens. That water is in your faucet daily. Ugh. Ugh. Oh my God, that worst I've ever had. There was the crawdads in my yard. Oh my God. I hope you have an amazing Friday. Sure do, Audrey. Let's keep on moving forward now because we got to talk about someone that we know that you know and love and that you guys do not like when people play around with her name. Because you know what I'm saying? Y'all are serious about this woman. And when I say her name, I got to be careful because some people be like, yo, Boogotti, chill out. You know what I'm saying? I actually like her. I'm like, okay, cool. So let me chill out. Talking about none other than Ilhan Omar. She's denying the biggest stories that's going on, which is the corruption and affiliation with feeding our future. So Nick Shirley had a couple of things that he wanted to say as well. Let's see what Nick Shirley, the one who broke this entire Minnesota fraud case open, has to say about none other than one of your favorite people, Ilhan Omar.
In fact, the convicted mastermind behind the massive $250 million Feeding Our Future fraud scheme. She's expected to learn her fate tomorrow. Prosecutors are pushing for up to 50 years behind bars for Amy Bach. Now, in a jailhouse interview with the New York Post, Bach says that she struggles to believe Ilhan Omar didn't know what was happening. And the Congresswoman responded, "Any claim that I had knowledge of this scheme is flat out false," said Omar. "As I stated from the beginning, stealing millions of dollars under the guise of feeding hungry children to bankroll lavish lifestyles and extravagant expenses is reprehensible. I'm grateful that Amy Bach and every individual involved in this abhorrent scheme are being held accountable." But Bach also says she's been made the face of the entire scheme despite dozens of people being charged.
She's like, yeah, but I'm the only white person. I don't even know how to speak Somali.
She said, "The notion that I'm personally responsible for all of it is so frustrating. I'm the only white person out of 80 or 90 individuals charged in the fraud. I'm the only one who doesn't speak the language," she added. Joining me now, the guy who helped put the Minnesota fraud story on the map is independent journalist Nick Shirley. Nick, it is absurd. Amy Bach doesn't speak Somali or whatever the tribal dialect is of Somalia. She can't be the only person. She can't be the face of the.
I don't know, but for some reason, I think Amy was probably doing something with that money. You know what I'm saying? Why her Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer Had a very shiny nose. And if you ever, yeah, man, looked like she was rocking around with probably Hunter. I can feel it. Biden. I don't know. I don't want to put nothing on nobody, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. But Amy looked like she was probably wasting that money on
this program. There's 90 other people that could be focused on, perhaps even including Ilhan Omar.
Yeah, 100%. And for Ilhan to say she doesn't know about this fraud is like the biggest lie we've heard in American history. She knew about the fraud. And today they actually just criminally charged one of the ladies for the feeding our whose daycare was used for the feeding our future fraud. And I exposed her daycare in my video that went viral, and that person's now been charged. And that was the same daycare that was used to run feeding our future.
Okay. Hey, you say, Nick, and you've done the investigation, you've done the research, and you say, of course, Omar knew. What's the evidence?
Miss Chocolate said that booger sugar. Remember back in the days, booger sugar.
And how does it eventually come home to roost for Ilhan Omar?
What up, Money
Well, if
Tree?
you just think about where all this fraud taking place, it's
Money Tree said peanut butter and krill snack sandwich.
literally not even a 10-mile radius where most of this fraud took place. It's within like a 2-mile radius.
Wow.
This is all around where her congressional district. And so for her to say that she didn't know about this fraud is such a lie. And she's obviously trying to cover her face. I mean, look at her net worth. It just went down by $29 million.
Yeah. And we know that she had a relationship with many of the individuals involved in this, and had campaign rallies at various restaurants connected to this and so forth. Nick, I wanted to ask you about this. I saw you spent the weekend in the UK, that you went to the Unite.
Let's keep on moving forward. All right, Nick, thank you for coming in. Thank you for that commentary and info, you guys, because we got some information coming in. I hope this is going to help you guys and some of you guys in some areas. Yes, let's get those likes up, you guys, because we're working it out for you guys today. If we can get up to 500 likes, we're going to be giving out 6 Our Bottom Line keychains and 6 more Our Bottom Line decals. That's it right there, you guys. You see that? All you got to do is make sure we get up to 500 or more, and I'll make sure that you guys get these sent out. That's right, 12 pieces of our signature merches. We'll make sure 6 and 6 go out. Sometimes we can't get them out because not enough people. So what we do is what? We put them together and we combo. Let's keep on moving, you guys. Let's go. Got a good idea right here. You ever come up with an idea but don't have the means to do it, and you really want to just get it done? But you say, you know what, I'm never going to launch it because it'll never work. You know, maybe I really needed to really scale. How could I go against Amazon? How could I go against this company? See this brother right here sitting behind me on his computer right there? Came up with a solution for something that you guys may think that, or maybe you've dealt with before. How many people have children? How many people have went inside that pamper box and found out at 3 o'clock in the morning that you ran out of Pampers? Check this out. We got a Connecticut dad that solves a late night parenting crisis with an online baby delivery service. Let's see what's going on with this. Let's check this out.
Luis wants to help parents in a pinch. He's launched Baby Dash Now, an on-demand service where he shops for and delivers diapers, formula, wipes, and other baby needs to local families. The business was born from his own experience as a new dad last year when son McKaden needed a new diaper late at night.
When I open the drawer, I see one diaper that's what? And it was like 10 p.m.
Luis says he drove around Stanford, but most places were closed, and the one CVS open didn't have his son's size.
And I was like, oh my God, it was very stressful for me. If I leave this, I think a lot of parents like me in the same thing. Let me do something.
Now he is, as the go-to parent for other parents, while still working full-time. His wife also makes deliveries when he can't. Orders can be placed on the Baby Dash Now website or directly with Luis through his cell phone. Hours are typically 8 in the morning to 11 at night.
But sometimes I got some emergency.
Like a recent text at 3 in the morning, which he filled to the parent's surprise.
What? Did you kill? So yes, that's why BOOGOTTINYC exists.
Baby Dash now services Stamford, Greenwich, Darien, and Norwalk. Customers pay for the items and a delivery fee. Luis says it's a cheaper option than services like Instacart. But what he really takes pride in is showing up when it matters.
I really love it when I help somebody. I really love it when I help the parents.
In Stamford, Marissa Alter, News 12, Connecticut.
Probably make a lot of money in tips too, just because he pulled up at 3 o'clock in the morning. They like, oh my God, thank you so much. I needed these diapers. That, you see what I'm saying? Somebody else that was really smart that said, out of necessity come great ideas. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. That was a good one right there. Got to keep on going forward. What's up, Casey? How you doing, bro? We prayed for you, so you already been guarded. That's how we do around here. Let's get those likes up. Also, if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? It's time to get those numbers up and let everybody know that we're over here as well, and hit that like button. How do you do it? Boogotti, you keep on saying hit that like. And if you already did it, we understand. But for those who didn't, all you got to do is double tap that screen just like that. Pop, pop, double tap that screen just like that. And you've just liked the show. And also, if you have not subscribed, hit that as well. Subscribe to the channel. We got to keep on moving forward because we got some information coming out from the oversight representative that says Jeffrey Epstein's assistant told some pretty astonishing things that I'm not going to say. I'm going to let them say. Let's keep on going, you guys. You know we got to get as much information out as possible, especially when it comes out to El Creepo, Epstein.
Right now on Capitol Hill, Jeffrey Epstein's longtime assistant is facing questions from the House Oversight Committee behind closed doors. Sarah Kellen is the latest witness to sit for a transcribed interview. But there's a unique challenge: how to handle someone who says she was victimized by convicted sex offender Epstein, who has also been accused of handling the logistics and facilitating that abuse. Kellen is one of 4 women named as a potential co-conspirator in that now infamous 2007 sweetheart deal. Though her lawyers say she was never consulted about it and didn't even know she was named until years later. She says that association has led to her being villainized for decades as she works to cope with her own sexual and psychological abuse at Epstein's hands. So some Epstein survivors remain angry at Kellen and her position in Epstein's orbit. Democratic Congressman James Walkinshaw of Virginia was just in that room and is stepping out to join us. Thank you so much, Congressman, for being here. Anything that stands out to you so far from this interview? What are you learning from Sarah Kellen?
Well, we've just gotten started, but Ms. Kellen described to us the process by which she was recruited, groomed, and abused by Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. She described, like unfortunately others we've heard from, being raped and abused while Epstein was serving the sentence for the sweetheart deal that he got from Alex Acosta, which allowed him to go on continuing to victimize people. She shared with us, somewhat astoundingly, that until 2019, she was never interviewed, never talked to the FBI or any law enforcement agency, despite the abuse she endured and the knowledge and information she had about Epstein and Maxwell and how they operated. So we've heard some pretty astounding things already in a short period of time.
And as we laid out, Kellen is alleged to be both complicit in Epstein's crimes as well as a victim herself. How do you see it? And how are you approaching the questioning?
Well, I think it is most likely as you described it. That obviously makes this a more sensitive and delicate interview than others that we've had. But at the end of the day, the purpose of our investigation is to get as much information as possible about it.
Seems like Jeffrey Epstein wouldn't bring anybody into his network unless he had something on them. And the way that he went about that was making sure that he did something with these people, probably had it on video and photo and things like that, and probably had held it over their heads. She also said that she was a victim of him. I can't not say that that's not true, because again, that seems like his motive, how they normally say it.
Epstein, Maxwell, anyone else engaged in or involved in those crimes, Ms. Kellen has some of that information, and we hope to get it today over the course of the interview.
In recent weeks, you and your committee have spoken to a former president and first lady, several close former Epstein employees, billionaires, a correctional officer who was there the night Epstein died, even a current member of Trump's cabinet, Howard Lutnick. Are all these interviews leading somewhere? At the end of the day, what is the goal of this ongoing probe? What do you hope to accomplish?
Good question.
Well, I think our investigation has already revealed the serious shortcomings of the FBI and other law enforcement agencies' work with respect to Epstein. We've talked to key figure after key figure after key figure who was never interviewed by the FBI. So I think we've revealed already that that investigation missed the mark in a lot of ways.
Somebody hit it on the head again. 47 years. It's little too late. It's not like they can, do anything to Jeffrey Epstein. But again, they can do something to these powerful people. But will they ever? That's a good question. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to keep on going. We got to get on over to the Luigi Mangione case because you're not going to believe this. How many people here remember who's the person that he basically pow-powed? You guys remember the name of the person that lost their life to Luigi Mangione's hands? Because there's a lot of people that actually don't remember, or a lot of people that actually don't care. And they're saying some very rather negative things about about himself, Brian Thompson, as well as his children. That's the United Healthcare CEO who lost his life allegedly at the hands of Luigi Mangione. There's been a lot of people that says he was getting fan mail in jail and getting so much money. And we know about that because we've heard about it. And I'm sure you guys heard about how much money Luigi was making when it came down to his fans and supporters. And you also probably heard that he was staying in the same prison as P. Diddy for a little while. And his mail was even more than P. Diddy's. You guys are not going to believe what's going on with this situation here. I can't believe that people would bring themselves to say things like this. But then again, you do have people that feel as if that they can say anything that they want. So I want you guys to check this out real quick and let me know what you think about some of these sick Luigi Mangione fangirls who actually say that the murdered CEO Brian Thompson's children are better off without him. I don't know how you feel about certain things. I get it. But when you talk about people's kids and say that they're better off without them, that's kind of, you're really drawing the line there. Let's get into it, you guys. And this one here, she's turned up and turned out already. Like she's waiting for him to come outside and ask him for his hand in marriage. Let's go.
That's all I want to say. Brian Thompson.
Said all I want to say is F Brian Thompson. F Brian Thompson. Okay.
Gary said something on the same issue. I said what I said. I don't get it. His children are better off without him. They need to learn to not be like their dad and enjoy the black money.
They said his children need to understand that they're better off without him. That's some real low blows right there. So that's crazy.
I'm standing on distance. Brian Thompson. I don't give a fuck. Millions of Americans liked it. Brian Thompson was a terrorist, and more people should acknowledge this. I mean, pretty appropriate. You should be dancing on the graves and people who can profit off of killing. That's completely.
She said you should be dancing on there, yeah.
This has gone on for too long. It should have happened decades ago. Okay, this is long overdue. Like I've been waiting for someone like this mysterious hero to appear. He answered my prayers. Millions of Americans suffer every single day. Because they're called negligent. Their health insurance.
You gotta watch out for people like that. Soon as he run out, they're gonna be, oh my God, Luigi, yeah. Yeah, y'all, you never know. Yeah. People got fans out here, the craziest kind. They come in all shapes and forms. I would never condone anything like that, especially when it comes down to talking about somebody's children. You gotta show some sort of respect when it comes down to that. That right there shows how far some people would go and the things that people would say. Got to keep on moving forward, but I did want you to see that. We got some breaking information where Josh Hawley rails against the MG&A fraud hearing. Check this out, calling him a crook. What we got here?
Go, but I'm still just shuffled from one job to another. A supervisor about a year ago said, well, we have to find you something else to do now. So now I redact documents. I have 9 years of college and I put black marks on documents for media requests.
Do you think, in light of the revelations of widespread fraud and abuse in the state, that maybe there's a systemic problem in state government that you exposed in part, but that probably extends far beyond you? Is that fair to say?
There absolutely is, and I now realize that it was long before me.
Are you familiar with the case of Keith Ellison?
Yes.
Keith Ellison testified under oath before a committee of this body not long ago and insisted to me that he had never done anything wrong and didn't know anything about any of the fraud and abuse. The only problem is that there are records, tape recordings of various fraudsters coming to see him associated with the scandals that the chairwoman was just talking about a moment ago, coming to see him, complaining about people, I think in your department. The fraudsters were saying, oh, we're getting pushback. Who knows? Maybe it was you. We're getting investigated. Can you do something about it? And Ellison said, oh, well, I'll see what I can do. And they offered him campaign contributions, and he took them unbelievably. And we know this is all true because they recorded it all. It's the problem when we work with scumbags. They'll double cross you just like they'll double cross anybody. The whole thing is on tape. I can't think of a greater instance of abuse of public trust. And if you're an attorney general that's doing it, who knows how deep, how far, how wide this fraud goes. It's extraordinary. I don't understand why people like him are in prison. But I want to applaud you, Ms. Bernstein, for doing your job. And I think it is absolutely shameful that you have been retaliated against and treated like scum when you are a 20-year civil servant, proud Minnesotan, just doing your job. I don't know what your politics are. I don't think it matters. I'm sure it didn't matter to you when you did your job, and yet you're treated like that. And meanwhile, people like Ellison are feted and lauded, and he's a star in this party. It's unbelievable. He's a crook. It's exceptional. We need more people like you who are doing their jobs and who are fighting for the public and fighting for what is right and true and just. And I want to thank you for coming forward, and I want to thank you, Madam Chair, for having this hearing.
All right.
Next to
We got to keep on moving forward, y'all. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. Do you guys believe that Keith Ellison is a fraudster who took money? Let me know in the comments. Do you believe that he actually took campaign money from Minnesota fraudsters? My question to you, if you do believe that Keith Ellison did take campaign funds, let me go ahead and see those thumbs up just like that. And if you don't think so, you think he's clean, had nothing to do with it, let me see those thumbs down. You guys know what I'm talking about. The AG from Minnesota, when they're saying that he when they spoke to him about trying to pull these people back from investigating. Do you guys think that he was corrupt? Let me know what you guys think. We got 55 Coffee House, yes. Lisa Roy. Jay Cricket says yes. Sam Champion, yes. Billy, yes. That's what they do. They stand up for the truth and they hide you in the closet. Ooh, there you go, Shannon. Okay, 55 Coffee House, yes. CG, yes. On video, bro. And audio, DG, and audio too. Lee, Zion, Shannon, Winter. At this point, I believe 99% of them have taken campaign funds or other types of bribes. As I think you're right, Winter, because I think that some of them just got away with it and they know how to do it better than some other ones. That's what I think. When there is proof, it's hard to deny, says Sam Champion. What else we got up ahead? Jack, this man never did any fraud in here. Sure he didn't, right? No, he didn't. Absolutely, Winter. I like these points right here. When there's proof, hard to deny it. No, the taxes. Read my lips. No new taxes. Then the taxes double. Oh, I like that. I like that one. That's how they get down. That's how they get down. Professional thieves, says Jeffrey Spilker. Now let's get on over to Hempstead, Long Island, where we got breaking 25 years to life. He got locked up for doing something nasty at Chuck E. Cheese, outside Chuck E. Cheese, you guys. We got to get on over to, I think this is in Hempstead, Long Island. Terrible situation right here. I wouldn't want anybody to lose their lives right there. This man right here is, of course, no longer with us. We're gonna see what happened with this one, you guys. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up to get more people over here. My plan today is if we can get to 500 likes, you guys, 6 people are going to be receiving 6 Hour Bottom Line decal keychains, as well as 6 Bottom Line Purple Sunday Our Bottom Line decal stickers. 6 and 6, 12 people. All you got to do is email me at bridgethisllc@gmail.com. But we got to get those likes up in order to do it. Trying to give you guys some incentive. Let's go.
Jose Osmo was brutally attacked outside of a Chuck E. Cheese in Hempstead back in 2022. The Copeg man had 5 brain surgeries and spent a year in the hospital before he died.
Losing him has left a pain in my heart that would never go away. Nothing has been the same without him.
Osmo's daughter and son spoke to the court before Dennis Ray, the man convicted of Osmo's murder, learned his fate.
My father was a strong man, and unfortunately, a coward took his life away. I wish him best of luck, and I hope you one day realize the pain caused the pain.
Ray addressed the victim's family before the judge's sentence.
Yeah, my condolences. It's a burden that he lost his life, but I wasn't the cause of that.
He maintains his innocence. He will fight on appeal to have this verdict overturned, and we'll see if it comes back on appeal.
In court, the prosecutor told the judge Ray did not show any signs of remorse during his arrest, his trial, or his conviction. He's receiving the maximum sentence, and the Nassau District Attorney tells us that justice has been served.
My heart is with the family. I hope they find some solace in the fact that he was punished for what he did to their father.
Prosecutors say a second man also joined Ray in attacking Osmo. In 2024, a judge sentenced Tyrell Guthrie to 18 years in prison. Logan Crawford, News 12.
Sad situation right there. Sorry about that situation, Jose. Also want to pray to your daughter and your family, and we hope that your daughter gets some closure out of this terrible tragedy right here. No one should go through situations like this. Our lives are not to be supposed to come to an end with such horrific measures. So I want to pray for your soul. I hope that your family got some closure after this situation finalized. And I want to pray for your daughter as well, that she can get over this. There's nothing like losing a parent. Still suffering from mine, and I miss them dearly, so I understand. It's nothing like losing a parent. Telling you guys now. Amen. You guys know what I'm talking about. And I don't want you to know what I'm talking about, especially the ones that do understand. Because parents, especially the good ones, woo! Rare breed, you guys are rare breed. And you know how I always do it. I always love my mama because she's my favorite girl. Also my daddy too. Yeah, he wasn't a Rolling Stone like all of the others. He actually did his thing. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. I always told people, I don't got no bad daddy stories. Let's keep on going, you guys. Got to get on over to New Jersey. As a teen has been arrested, not funny at all, though, for hitting a fatal hit and run of a 15-year-old struck on a bike in Brick. Come on, you guys. Pay attention to the roads. Also, we got to pay attention and make sure that we're paying attention to the other people that are on the roads. You could be a great driver. Doesn't mean that everybody else is. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Tragedy right here.
A heartbreaking crash in Ocean County has shattered a New Jersey community. A teenage student was hit and killed while riding his motorcycle through a crosswalk on his way to school in Brick Township. Investigators say another teenager was behind the wheel of the speeding car that hit him. Tonight, that young driver is facing serious charges as classmates and those who knew
One love.
grieve.
One love.
Reporter 28 at Lindenbrook with the very latest. Tony?
Hi, Sade. Yeah, this is about behavior that has shattered a family forever, and it begs the conversation between parents and their new young drivers about safety, about speed, about driving privileges, because yes, this accident has hurt this entire community. They are feeling it along with the family that has lost their child.
It's terrible. This is so horrific that this poor child and these poor families. It's just, my heart's broken.
There have been many parents stopping by the intersection of Lanes Mill Road and California Avenue to a growing memorial where 15-year-old Jackson Muller was struck and killed while riding his bike. Struck by an alleged speeding driver who left the scene, a driver who was also a juvenile. This is video that the family says was taken moments after the deadly accident, just a few short blocks away.
Now you can see all of that damage to that car. You can imagine the impact and how that happened. And they said it happened because of high rate of speed. Slow down out there, kids. Youngsters, slow down. New license owners, you guys should be more happy that you got a license versus riding fast.
The family that recorded it says it shows the vehicle involved and the driver and passenger, whom we are blurring because they are juveniles.
I came outside, I asked him what happened, and he was telling me he hit a pole. And I go for walks in the morning, so I was going on a walk up to the top of my street, and I seen a cop car, so I thought it was just maybe for the poles either.
According to Brick Police, Tuesday morning, the 2021 BMW was traveling through the intersection of Lanes Mill Road and Rhode Island Avenue at a high rate of speed, striking Muller, who was riding in a marked crosswalk. They say the teenage driver did not stop, did not help, did not call police.
An innocent bystander can just get killed. He's a freshman in high school. Did nothing to no one. You know, it's just very heartbreaking.
Muller attended Brick Memorial High School just blocks from where he died. These parents shared their apprehensions about speeding and young, inexperienced drivers.
My son, we live down the street off of the main road there, and every day he asks me, can we please take a bike ride to Krauser's? And I always tell him, no, Jake, like it's a main road. And he's like, but I'll pay attention, And I always say to him, it's not always just about you, it's about the other people on the road.
This road here, people flying up and down. I want to sit here with my son. I want my son and I to put a sign that says, slow down.
Brick Police continue investigating, taking measurements at the scene. A GoFundMe is now in place to help the family with funeral costs. A vigil will be held tonight for Jackson Muller at 7 o'clock at the high school.
That was yesterday, you guys. Terrible tragedy right there. I want to just pray for Jackson Muller exactly. I want to pray for his family. I want to pray for the people in Brick. I want to pray that people take this as a message, as a sign to please slow down. It does not make sense. And you guys with your new licenses, learn how to be appreciative that you have a new license, that you have a license. It does not mean to drive fast. Try to keep your license. Try not to get strikes and things like that. Try to stay in good standing. That's the goal when you have a license, not to speed around. Longevity, being out here, being cautious, that's the goal. I want to pray for everybody in this situation as well as anyone else who has ever been affected by tragedies like this. Amen. Got to keep on moving forward. We got this 2 Los Angeles Fire Department firefighters that we have to check on right now because we got a situation where this fire broke out right here, excuse me, and they're injured after a fire engine crashes and caught on video. Very serious situation right here, you guys. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to really like stomach this. I mean, just knowing what's going on right now is probably enough. But yes, they were driving pretty fast, going on their way to try to save someone or put out a fire. And the fire truck hit sideways and hit another car and basically flipped over. Let's keep on moving forward over to Los Angeles, you guys. But we're praying for these firefighters to have 100% recovery.
Out of that frightening fire engine crash that was caught on camera, the truck suddenly losing control and flipping over while responding to a structure fire in the valley. Eyewitness News reporter Michelle Fisher talked to people working nearby who felt the sudden impact. She joins us live now in Sunland. Michelle.
Well, Mark, this is just remarkable what happened here. The cause of this crash is still unclear, but over my shoulder behind me here, you can see that fire engine is still resting against the building on its side. Investigators still here on scene, gathering evidence and taking photos. What we have learned tonight from people we spoke with is that this busy avenue has seen its fair share of crashes. A surreal sight along Foothill Boulevard in Sunland as firefighters rushing to an emergency found themselves at the center of their own Tuesday evening.
One of our fire engines was responding to a structure fire response in the area when they were involved in a traffic collision.
One eyewitness capturing the frantic moments as a first responder is wheeled on a stretcher from the wreckage of the overturned fire engine.
There were 2 members on board, but both of them only sustained minor injuries. They were transported to a local hospital. There were no civilians injured in this incident at all.
The LAPD now investigating to determine exactly what happened to cause the engine to roll over into the H+OUR Block building, damaging 2 parked cars and pinning a third under it.
I heard like the loud explosion, and then I actually felt like the
Like a little triple, yeah, like shut. These employees from the Panda Express just next door to the H+OUR block immediately rushing outside after feeling the collision's impact, fearing the worst.
Last year around, what was it, November maybe? There's other cars here, but there was like somebody had actually passed away. So we're just thinking like, hopefully this isn't something that happened again.
Within minutes of the crash, those employees and customers were forced to evacuate.
All the firefighters, they all just came in and told us to evacuate. Like leave everything, just leave. Yeah.
Yeah, because they didn't know if gas was going to start leaking or if it's going to get worse. So yeah, you guys, woo, that's crazy right there. Ooh, let's get those prayers in the air for those firefighters, and we're happy that nobody got hurt in this tragedy. Some cars and vehicles mangled up, some construction messed up, but all of that stuff can be fixed by humans who are alive. Let's pray for those people as well. And if you guys ever had injuries or tragedies like this, as long as you make it out, that's the main goal, you guys. That's the main goal, making it out. Amen. Let's keep on going, you guys, because we got to get on over to Kissimmee. Kissimmee, was that Kissimmee, St. Cloud? You guys know about Kissimmee, right? And I'll always tell you guys, with great power comes great responsibility, no matter what you're doing. Some people get in power to do things that they should be doing and helping the communities out. Some other people, they get in power to schmooze and do what they got to do, i.e. Ilhan. Let's get on over to this ethics committee investigation as they investigate corruption as a resident questions actions of the mayor, Jackie Espinosa, as well as one other person. Let's get those likes up, you guys. It's Friday. I'm trying to get you guys this merch out. Let's get those likes up. Let's go.
Our top story at 10:30 tonight, controversy continues in Kissimmee. The mayor and the commissioner are being investigated over ethics allegations. Tonight, leaders discussed a new complaint against the mayor. Fox 35's Larissa Leone joins us live outside Kissimmee City Hall. Larissa, what happened at tonight's meeting? It certainly was a heated meeting, but it wasn't just because of the concerns raised by the community. It was also due to the exchanges between the commissioners themselves. Here's what they finally decided.
Hold on a minute before Larissa go anywhere. Because before I let the other thing slide when the guy said that the other commentator was beautiful. She actually was. I think Larissa's beautiful too. But one thing I'm going to say about Larissa is something that I don't know if y'all heard this before. I swear to God, she got some soup coolers on her. If these ain't some big lips right here, maybe it's the lipstick or whatever she's using. Larissa, she got some big lips. And I ain't saying in a bad way at all. I'm not in a bad way at all. But Larissa, I don't know if you got some black in your family. But you got some soup coolers on you. You know how you pick up the soup and you want to cool it off a little bit and you go like this? Well, Larissa, you probably put some frostbite on the spoon. Let's keep on going. Y'all think I'm playing? Yeah, all right, look at this here. I'm gonna go back a little bit. Yeah, Larissa, we gonna show it. We're gonna show it. Larissa, I don't know if that's makeup, but you got some big soup coolers, girl.
It certainly was a heated meeting, but it wasn't just because of the concerns raised by the community. It was also due to the exchanges between the commissioners themselves. Here's what they finally decided. Tonight, Kissimmee residents are voicing outrage over what they call corruption at City Hall.
Somebody has to do something right, or take the fall, because to me it's corruption.
The residents of Kissimmee did not elect leaders to engage in constant division. They elected leaders to work together, even when disagreements exist.
That division was on full display inside the chambers.
Now, I'm telling you, calm down.
The center of the storm, two major ethics scandals. First, a new complaint questions Mayor Jackie Espinosa's residency. That's on top of a massive 109-page complaint alleging the mayor funneled $50,000 in grants to her family's business, silenced critics, and retaliated against the former city attorney.
They're trying to say that she funded about $55,000 in grants and funds to her family's business. Then they got another one. That's why I keep on saying with great power comes great responsibility. Then look what this next one did.
Second, Commissioner Janet Martinez faces accusations of using her office to push through a food truck permit for a friend.
I want to move forward with these motions I want to see this in front of a prosecutor. I want to see this process move so we can have relief and we can get back to doing business.
The recovery won't be easy. The commission was completely paralyzed by a 2-2 tie vote on how to handle the claims internally. By law, the mayor and Commissioner Martinez were forbidden from voting on their own cases. In the end, the city decided to hand the investigation over to an outside special prosecutor.
I wasn't hoping for anything that the commission didn't want.
Because of the chaos, the city of Kissimmee released a statement announcing a temporary pause on future ethics complaints. They want to rewrite the city's rules to ensure fairness and align with state law. Officials note this pause will not affect the mayor or commissioner's current cases.
Some people just get into law to get into, get into politics just to do certain things like that, you guys, just to be able to do that. Or when they get in, they get approached by certain people. Hey, could you help us out with this? Could you help us out with that? That's when it all comes down to what? Ethics. Ethics, respect, pride, and things like that. What are you really in office for? To thicken your pockets, or you're really trying to help people out? I don't know, you guys, but I know what I'm about to do. I'm about to make sure that I let you guys know that we get up to 500 likes today, possibly through a miracle. I'm going to be giving out 6-hour bottom line decal keychains, as well as 6-hour bottom line decals. All you guys got to do is make sure we get up to 500, and 12 people will be getting merch today. Just keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Good morning, everybody. It's Friday. Let's go. We got to get on over to LaGuardia Airport in New York, where the runway is still shut down because of what? A sinkhole. The one that they were talking about earlier. Yeah, we got sinkholes out here.
LaGuardia Airport this morning as a sinkhole closes down a runway.
I never thought that we'd have some situations like that, but then I thought about it. You know what? Why not? There is an underground, only a little bit of layer before you get down there with a manhole. Yeah, possibility.
Hundreds of flights were delayed or canceled yesterday. More expected today. Transportation reporter Elijah Westbrook joins us live from LaGuardia with an important update for travelers. Elijah.
That's right, Mary. Well, let's go ahead and orient you as to where we are. So we're live in East Elmhurst, Queens, right across from the Grand Central Parkway. But you can probably see that X on the other side of the runway there. That is the indication for, of course, the pilots that that runway is not active at this time. It is currently shut down because of that sinkhole. So as you mentioned, travelers should expect delays and cancellations because right now there's only one runway in operation at this time.
Now that's dangerous to have a sinkhole where a plane is supposed to land or take off. Can you imagine how dangerous that is? I don't even want to think about it.
How many planes can take off and land specifically here at LaGuardia. I wanted you to go ahead and take a look at a new video we just gathered. This is at Terminal B. It seems relatively calm given what occurred yesterday, but of course that could change. Overnight, crews worked around the clock after a sinkhole was discovered near runway 422 during a routine inspection. Chopper 2 captured emergency crews, engineers, and construction workers using heavy equipment to assess the damage and keep the hole from growing any larger. Port Authority sources say investigators are looking into several possible causes, including a fuel tunneling project underground. Now, with only one runway available here at LaGuardia, the impact is already being felt across the airport. We spoke with travelers who say the situation is definitely concerning, but they believe that their flights are still leaving on time.
I always like to take the first flight out in the morning, just in case things like this happen. So hopefully we will get there. It's just crazy because I feel like the Long Island Expressway had a sinkhole a couple of days ago. So I'm thinking, is it global warming? Is it what's going on?
Yeah, because that's not the only place that it's happening. We just had that happen in Detroit, I think, you guys, right? People put me up onto that in Detroit and said it happens out there, right? I didn't even know about that. What we got over here? From some people that are staying on point. Winter Rising says, don't forget to hit that like button. If they would quit digging under the ground, the ground would hold up. Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner still in negotiations with Iran. Ooh, you know one thing you're right about, because you're right about this construction stuff. If they start shaking it up over here, they definitely weaken up the grounds in certain other places possibly, especially when they're using heavy equipment. And the thing about the remedies you got to be really careful about is, are they going to be part-time or temporary remedies, and are they going to cure correctly? Because the last thing you need is a non-smooth surface and one person to have a little situation where like it's an indentation. plane's gonna have a really bad spill if something like that happened, you guys. Has to be a totally smooth tarmac in order to really have success when it comes down to flights. That's why that's so scary right there, because the worst can definitely happen when it comes down. Glad that nobody got hurt in a result of this. And I really want to thank God that they got in front of it before it happened. Yes, we definitely pray before things happen, and the fact that things don't happen also, not just for the bad. Amen. We don't just pray for the good, we pray for the bad, we pray for the good as well. Let's get on over to Honolulu. You see this guy right here? He's getting some serious prison time. You know why? For repeated road rage. This suspect back there that you're looking at, his name is Nathaniel Radiak. He's been sentenced to 7 years in prison. Only one thing about Nathaniel is he's admitting his guilt. He has outbreaks, he has outbursts, and he likes to punch people in the face. Sad thing about it is he punched some ladies in the face. I'm talking about looked like a Grand Theft Auto video. And then he even said, I need medical attention. Let's go. Let's get into it, you guys. Check out this story that we have coming out of Honolulu. Let's go.
The man accused of terrorizing drivers on Oahu roads learned today how much longer he'll remain behind bars. A judge sentenced Nathaniel Radimak to 7 years in prison, more than prosecutors asked for, calling him a danger to the public. Jill Kuramoto reports from Circuit Court.
A judge ordered 39-year-old Nathaniel Radimak to serve 7 years in prison for assaulting a mother and daughter in Kaka'ako last year, a sentence longer than prosecutors requested, although Radimak will receive credit of a year for time.
He walked over there, hit them both with the biscuit. Boop, boop. And they both, one fell and helped the other one. Then they got in their car, tried to get up out of there. He came again. Boop, hit him again. Yeah.
Time served. The judge said her decision was based on Radimak's repeated pattern of violence, citing his criminal history in California and the fact he was on parole at the time of the Hawaii attack. Before moving to Hawaii, Radimak was linked to multiple violent confrontations in California, including road rage incidents and confrontation with a woman at a gym caught on video. Prosecutors say on May 7th, 2025, Radimak deliberately turned his car around, confronted Diane and Ivalani Ung, then assaulted them after a dispute over his driving. Diane Ung suffered a cut to her forehead, requiring 8 stitches.
Like, I don't understand how men are just hooking off now. Like, we would never, our generation, you know, they brought us up like, don't put your hands on a woman, never do nothing like that. Like, come on, like, for real?
Time and time again, the defendant keeps engaging in similar conduct. The roads may change, but the defendant's behavior does not and will not change.
Defense attorney Rosa Flores argued Radimak's long history of undiagnosed schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, and PTSD played a major role in his actions. And in court documents stated that the medication he was receiving prior to his arrest caused side effects that made him want to punch people.
He was actively seeing his medical providers in the months leading up to the May 2025 incident. And the medication kept getting changed. He was reporting side effects to that. So he was actively trying.
So they're saying that he was actively trying to change his medication, but they was not giving it to him on time or whatever the case may be. And he basically, as a result, was snapping, going out.
To see what you could do about seeking better medication.
For the first time, we heard from Radimak, who apologized in court.
This was not on the agenda that day, like I said, and I regret it. So, I take accountability. Just feel bad about it. It shouldn't happen. I really need a certain kind of treatment.
Diane Ung was in the courtroom, but didn't want to speak on camera. The judge read portions of her victim impact statement, the attack leaving her psychologically and emotionally scarred.
Depression, fear of being out in public, causing emotional distress, anxiety, financial stress due to missed work as a single parent to her children.
Radimak's attorney says one of her client's California parole matters expires in August. So he'll likely stay here in Hawaii, where he'll continue to receive the long-term mental health treatment that the defense says he needs.
Hopefully she can get over that. We're gonna pray for her as well, that she can get through that mental craziness that she's going through, because that was definitely something I don't think anybody should go through, you guys, at all. Want to pray for the sick and the hurt people that he actually hurt. And he's trying to blame it on his mental and on his mental, you guys. What do you think about that? Do you think that there's some merit there, even though he stepped up and said, I think I need some help? What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think? Also, he regrets it because he's being punished only. Okay, yep, jail will clear that right up. Prison going to cure that that whack job. Okay. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. What we got here from Winter? People only do what you tell them, what you tell the society. We need to think about that and also quit letting those people get away with these kinds of actions, not just the criminal way, but in a community way. Okay, you guys, let's get those likes up because you wasn't going to see that story anywhere but here. Also, if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Let's keep on moving forward. We got to get on over to Jersey. Terrible story right here. It seems to me like some people just not comfortable with being rich or rich enough, or I just don't know. I just, some people just, I mean, into your own family doing certain things. I don't know. Sometimes they say people will do some things to their family that they won't even do to a stranger. So maybe I stand corrected in this situation where this man is sentenced to life without parole for powing the father's wife and the children, you guys. Terrible situation here in New Jersey. He's finally getting sentenced for it.
It's Judgment Day for the Cain and Abel killer who murdered his brother, his brother's wife, and their 2 children.
Walt Canero slaughtered my beautiful family, murdering his own brother, my daughter, my grandchildren.
59-year-old Paul Canero sat stone-faced.
He disgusts us.
Then the slain woman's sister spoke.
Satan in this room stole decades of laughter, holidays, graduations, and weddings.
The prosecutor also had her say.
The defendant's conduct was nothing short of a massacre.
Canero was found guilty of shooting his brother Keith after Paul was caught stealing from the family businesses. Then he stabbed his brother.
So he got caught stealing, and he want to hurt him because he got caught.
Brother's wife Jennifer and their 2 young children, Sophia and Jesse. Canero also set his brother's $2 million New Jersey home ablaze. To cover up his crime, prosecutors say Canero also torched his own home to make.
This is actually a follow-up story from from a year ago. Yeah, because we only know about the fire part of it.
It looked like both brothers had been targeted. The judge slammed Paul Canero, calling him a cold-blooded killer and giving a grim recounting of what happened that awful night. It was so shocking, there were gasps heard in the courtroom. Once again, zero reaction from Canero.
Is there anything that you want me to say before I close sentence? Sure.
This is the moment of sentencing.
Life with no possibility of parole. You are no longer Paul Canero. You are a number in the Department of Corrections.
I spoke to Betty Caritas, the slain wife's mother, outside court.
Justice was served. I'm so grateful for that.
Was it tough being in the courtroom and just hearing?
Horrible from beginning to end. Beginning to end.
Shout out to Inside Edition for providing that and giving us a good, thorough story so we can finally come to some closure. And I hope that the family is getting closure now that he got life. But you'll never be able to get those children's lives back. Never be able to get the daughter and the husband back. That's why I keep telling you guys life is so important and so precious. Please, every single day, I need you guys to really act like you understand. Thank God for it. Get out there and smell the air, experience it, the flow of water, whatever's happening. Get out there and understand it every day, like I do. Pray to the Lord and thank Him for the life that we have. Can't do no better than that. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because we got to get on over to New York. In the Bronx, we got a situation where a mysterious F of a woman found under the Cross Bronx Expressway. Cause of death is unknown. I just still wanted to give her respects. I know that if all of us come together here, I'm going to make sure that she gets prayed for. Don't know if this is a homeless person or whatever, But this is when I need my people to step up because this is what matters. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's go. Bronx, cross Bronx Expressway. Poor woman that lost her life.
It was shortly before 12:40 this afternoon when police say officers discovered the body of a woman lying unconscious off Webster Avenue near the Cross Bronx Expressway.
This is unbelievable, man. Especially on the highway right there. This is an open space.
EMS responded and pronounced her dead at the scene, sparking an investigation into what led up to her death.
Hopefully it's not a homicide, but either way, it's still a loss of life.
When officers first found this woman lying under a sheet, they initially believed that she could be pregnant, but sources now say that it's far too early to tell, as extreme heat could be causing her body to blow. But time is running out to figure out what exactly happened here.
It's just unfortunate. It's sad. It's depressing.
Tonight, detectives could be seen moving through the area, searching for evidence from nearby businesses. Meanwhile, some neighbors tell News 12 they've noticed a strong odor coming from the area for days.
So almost every day things like this happen.
Medical examiners transported the woman to a morgue where they will determine her cause of death.
She said they've been smelling it for like a week or two. Liberty and justice, thank you so much. We are our bottom line. Hottest news, debate channel around. We watch news and respect all political parties as well as, and we're daily, 6 a.m. to we're done. Also, double tap that screen and get those likes up. Not only that, we talk about our people, talk about situations, and we always make sure that we pray together and we show love to souls. We show love to our Lord and our Savior, and we always appreciate the life that we're given. That's what we always do around here. I want to pray for the victim here. I want to pray to find out how she lost her life, and let's hopefully find out her name because she definitely deserves that respect. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. I didn't even want to do that one now because I got another one coming right behind it. But you know what? I got to do it. So you know what? We got to do what we got to do around here. That was the Bronx. Now we got to go to Connecticut. Sad situation here. We have a lot of fires that are breaking out now, you guys. I don't know if it's electrical. I don't know if it has to do with cooking. But what I do want to say is if you have people that are wheelchair bound, and people that have to cook and take care of themselves and are alone home, I don't think that they should be alone by themselves, especially if they can't get up and get out the door. There has to be somebody there to take care of them or at least help them get up. Situations like this would not happen. This woman lost her life as she was screaming out the window, asking somebody to come help her in the fire. But it was too late because she couldn't get up and walk or jump out because she was wheelchair bound. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Connecticut, let's go.
Firefighters had to deal with the brutal heat this afternoon as they battled a fire at this Bloomfield home. Neighbors say a woman was screaming for help from a window on the second floor. NBC Connecticut's Jane Chaco has more on the desperate attempt to save her.
There's a lady that was trapped in there, hanging out halfway the window, asking for help. Please don't let me die in here.
This neighbor says he tried to help a woman who was trapped on the second floor of this Blue Hills Avenue home. He says he told her to jump.
Did you guys see that?
Catch you, just jump, and she could not jump. We later found out that she was wheelchair bound. And while we were standing there, the fire just blew up the entire window, and she just fell right back, and that was the last time we seen her.
Police say when firefighters went into the home, they found the woman in an upstairs bedroom, but it was too late. She had died.
The fire chief says he was the first to arrive on scene, and when he was here, he saw fire coming from the windows and the roof area. He says firefighters tried to put out the fire from the inside of the home, but it was so bad they had to attack it from the outside.
I've been involved in the fire service for many years, and usually when you see that type of fire volume, it's overnight, not at 2:30 in the afternoon.
That's when the 911 call came in, and the chief says the fire truck got there in 4 minutes. He wasn't sure how many people lived in the home or if it's a total loss, but did say 3 people were able to get out on their own. One firefighter was taken to the hospital for a heat-related concern. We're still waiting to learn the name of the woman who died. Bloomfield police and the town fire marshal, as well as the state fire marshal, are investigating what caused the fire. In Bloomfield, Jane Chaco, NBC Connecticut News. Firefighters have.
Yeah, I wanted you guys to see that right there. The sad part about it again, that she was in a wheelchair. She's wheelchair bound, And even though they tried to get her to jump, she couldn't because of the wheelchair. Bloomfield, want to pray for everybody that lost their lives in that. I want to pray for first responders, always there to try to help out and get people out as fast as they can, even though sometimes it's just too little too late. 2:30 in the afternoon when somebody wouldn't expect something like this to happen. You guys, if you have anybody in your families, your grandmother, your aunt, or even a friend, if they're wheelchair bound, just check on them and say what's up, holler at them, and I'm sure they'll be happy just to hear from you today. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward to Boston. We got to imagine waking up next to somebody that you don't even know after you left the party and you think you're getting an Uber ride. Yeah, that's the testimony that continues in this R-word trial of a Massachusetts AG's son. Yeah, I'm talking about the brother of an AG is now being charged with number six assault. That's right. He was supposed to be Ubering. Next thing you know, wasn't an Uber. What did he wind up doing to these people? Let's go. Let's get into it, you guys. And this is the what? The brother of the AG? Let's go, you guys. Let's get it.
Katie, Antoinette, good morning. Testimony will continue later this morning, but yesterday we did hear from one of the 9 women who is accusing Alvin Campbell Jr. of assault. Now, this witness became very emotional while describing going to the hospital for a rape kit, but for the most part, she did remain composed and stared straight ahead. Alvin Campbell Jr., the brother of Massachusetts Attorney General Andrea Campbell, is facing multiple rape charges. Prosecutors say he posed as a rideshare driver and assaulted 9 women. One woman testifying she left a holiday party in downtown Boston in 2019, and after getting into what she believed was an Uber, she woke up the next morning in Rhode Island next to a man she did not know.
But she had no idea how she came to be in Rhode Island, and she had no idea how she came to be in that man's bed.
Memories aren't perfect, especially with alcohol.
The defense says it plans to argue the woman consented to go with Campbell, and this trial is expected to last several weeks.
He said, oh, anybody could make a mistake, especially when alcohol is involved. Wow.
Reporting live in Boston, Caitlin Gelhaus, WCVB News Center.
And how come we got so many cases, not just one? How come it's more than one instance of something like that happening with them? Come on, you guys. Y'all know what they say. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Want to pray for the victims and anyone who probably never had a chance to actually come and bring them to court. And if there are any more people out there that probably had the situation happen to them, I want to pray for you and let you know I understand you for not coming forward, because it takes a lot for people to actually bring things like that out. But if there's any other victims by this piece of crap right here, the best thing to do is get him right now while they got him, while he's down, to keep on piling those charges on him to make sure that he can never harm anyone again. Amen. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go. I like this next story. I think more judges need to do it. You know how sometimes the prosecution go in the back and talk to the defense and say, you know what, we're just going to give them probation. We're just going to do this. And meanwhile, the stuff that they did is just crazy. I mean, beyond reproach. But you looking at this case like, and the judge is like, are you sure you want me to sign this thing? And you guys agree to this? But some judges, you know what they do? They just sign it and they say, okay. I have respect for this Milwaukee judge because he denies a plea deal for a teenager that was charged for a Milwaukee. That's right, you guys. KID Mills napping. I gotta say it a certain way. Kills nid. I ain't even gonna say it that way because it's too close. I'm gonna let them say it.
Exclusive on 12 News tonight, a rare moment unfolding in a Milwaukee County courtroom today. A judge throwing out a plea deal in the case of a teenage boy accused of kidnapping a 7-year-old at gunpoint. That crime caught on camera last summer. 12 News' Nick Bohr is live at the courthouse, and Nick, many people will remember this case off an Amber Alert that left many people on edge.
Well, it did. You remember a massive 24-hour search for the little boy who prosecutors say was abducted outside his father's house. I've covered hundreds of court cases over the years here, and it is very rare for a case to be thrown out, a potential plea agreement to be avoided by the judge. But that's what happened today. Judge David Borowski today saying it was very clear to him that the negotiated plea agreement didn't match the severity of the crime.
I like it.
The video shocked Milwaukee last summer, prompting an Amber Alert. A 7-year-old boy snatched out of his front yard by armed men at 61st and Eustis. The boy, Jamal White, was recovered unharmed about 24 hours later as police uncovered a robbery plot that morphed into a kidnapping and extortion attempt.
So this stunted on here thought that he was going to kidnap somebody kid.
15-year-old Barry Coleman came to court after reaching a plea deal with the prosecutor. Already considered a delinquent juvenile thanks to a heroin case when he was just 12, Coleman is charged with kidnapping, taking hostages, and possession of a firearm. Under the plea deal, though, those 3 felonies would be whittled down to a single robbery charge, not even armed robbery, though prosecutors say he was armed during the abduction.
It was largely related to the defendant's acceptance of responsibility.
So the reason why he said he did it, the DA said it was largely because of the acceptance of his responsibility. Let's see what the judge got to say about this, y'all. Let's go.
But Judge David Borowski was immediately skeptical of the plea deal, which would reduce the possible prison time from 90 years down to 15.
Jumping out of a car, grabbing a 7-year-old in his arms at gunpoint and throwing him in the back of a car? I'm supposed to take straight robbery? Explain that to me.
The total amount of years is equal to his years of age.
The total amount of years is equal to his years of age, so I think that that's sufficient. That's what the DA is saying.
In my opinion, given the...
Right, well, it's, as you know, this is not a mathematical calculation. I've had 16-year-olds plead to first-degree reckless homicide, which is way more than their 16 years. This is a heinous allegation, even for Milwaukee. It is not in the interest of justice for me to accept this.
And then Coleman signed a document.
It is not in the interest of justice for me to accept this. So you guys need to go back to the drawing board and work this out.
Saying he was prepared to plead guilty to robbery, but as you reported, the judge rejected that. So where does the case go from here?
Well, all plea agreements are subject to a judge's approval. That's not just a rubber stamp. As you heard the judge say, he didn't believe the deal was, quote, in the interest of justice. In essence, it didn't reflect the seriousness of the crime. Judge Borowski did give the 2 sides a chance to put another deal together before setting it for trial. They'll reconvene next week. All right.
He like, look, y'all got another chance to put that deal together, because if not, I'm pushing this thing to trial. The judge wants the trial. Thank you so much, Liberty and Justice. That's right, Our Bottom Line. Hottest news debate channels around. We watch all news and respect all political parties and views. That's right, you guys, daily, 6 a.m. Double tap that screen. Get those likes up. Subscribe to the channel. Also, you guys, give me all the money in your pockets. Sound like snap it to a Slim Jim. But nah, I understand. Wait, matter of fact, I ain't gonna say what I normally say. It's payday today. Matter of fact, give me all the money in your pockets. I know you guys got some snaps on you. Let me stop, you guys. Let's keep on moving forward. But I got something for you guys, even if you don't got nothing for me. I got these decals and I got these keychains over here. That's our signature, Our Bottom Line keychain, and our signature, Our Bottom Line decal. That's if you guys reach up to 500 likes. All you got to do is email me. The email is bridgethisllc@gmail.com, but only if we get 500. Don't try to be slick and email me. Caught somebody yesterday, like, yo, Boogotti, my address. I said, but I'm sorry, we didn't get to 500 or 400. Trying to make sure that the ends justify the means. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. What are we about to do right now? This is the one. Is this the one? Is this the one? Anybody know about Ethan Lee? Anybody know that he got arrested for his antics and now is facing jail time for attempted murder? You guys probably know him as a big influencer, Ethan Lee. Anybody know about this guy right here? Let's get into this story right here, because he seems to like to get people riled up. Matter of fact, yeah, let's do that one first. Let's do the Ethan Lee story first, because he seems to like to get people riled up. He says rather racial things to black people that make people want to, pow them in the face. Let's see what's going on with this situation right here, where D.L. Hughley actually roasts the racist streamer Chud the Builder, attempted murder charges. It's pretty crazy right here, you guys. This guy's got some attempted murder charges. Check this out.
Reckless news. I'm Jen Alpha.
You may have heard the name Chud the Builder in the last couple of months after he would go viral for all the wrong reasons. You see, Chud, whose real name is Dalton Etherly, is an online streamer who, according to some, cheaply gained notoriety by purposely triggering the general public with the use of racist and derogatory language.
Somebody get him a banana. He's chimping out. Come on up here and chimp out. He chimping out.
As more online users began to give Etherly attention, he would eventually find.
So he walking over to brothers like, oh, he chimping out, or get his full of banana. Yeah, you know, basically you're gonna stir it up with somebody after a while. Let's keep going.
Find himself clashing with people during his streams who didn't think what he was doing was amusing nor funny.
He's a black guy. I'm recording somebody. At first, I got him on the video. What he does is start shitting. But then he'll pull a gun out on you as soon as you do something. I'm licensed to carry too. We're both licensed to carry. I finally ran into him. He got his, I got mine.
He like, I finally ran into him. He got his, I got mine. So now they, you know, confronting him.
They on the phone with the police. He gets obviously started with somebody.
On Wednesday, Etherly's short social media fame would come to an end when he would be confronted by a black man outside a Tennessee courthouse after handling another legal matter. The man would go on to warn Etherly that things would get physical if he wanted to try his known antics around him. According to Etherly's own admission, while speaking to first responders, after that warning, things would get physical and the two would begin to fight, with Etherly sharing that he would then shoot the man in defense. Now, things would even get worse for Etherly, as it was reported that he would even end up shooting himself.
He hit me, started wailing on me. Even after I had to defend myself by shooting him, he's still wailing on me.
Now, despite his attempt of positioning himself as more of a victim in that incident, the police wouldn't buy it, and Etherly would end up being charged with attempted murder. In response to the 28-year-old's arrest, many would react, including D.L. Hughley, who would go on to proceed with giving Etherly a verbal whooping for ultimately playing himself. While sharing an update on the story, Hughley would write, I said it before, jail is probably the safest place for this shitbag. Plus, that sister said he likes getting pegged, so he'll be real popular.
Whoa, I wouldn't want to be him right now. Okay, let's go. We got to keep on going. Is this the follow-up? And yeah, this is the follow-up. This is the actual court case, Chud the Builder.
All right, for the record, Mr. Etherly's now in the courtroom with. All right, thank you, Mr. Castro. I told you, sir, you had a speech wrong today, and decided that you wanted one for whatever reason. I don't know why, but thank you, Mr. Castro.
The judge ain't taking nobody crap. You want to get YouTube footage, you want to try to yell out, you want to try to make yourself known, put him in custody. Yeah, this is another person that just happened to be inside the courtroom just trying to act out.
However, anybody on that side of the bar does not have a speaking role in any of these proceedings today. There's not going to be any hoopla or shenanigans from the gallery. You're going to be removed, and I'll talk about that in a second. Can you read what these posts say?
The initial part says, I will defend my life with lethal force. Do not approach me with intent to threaten bodily harm.
I think it's reasonable to have a gag order on the defendant, should he may find, and I guess even while he's in the jail, and this is iPad or whatever, because he cannot live stream, post, or anything that indirectly or directly encompasses these offenses.
But the First Amendment is very important to a free country. Without us being able to talk about ideas freely, we can't really be a free society. Now, I mean, repugnant ideas are still protected under the rights of free.
He got $1 million bond. Yeah, $1 million bond, you guys. Let's cut out all the crap and let's keep on moving. 1 million, $1 million. That's right, you guys, $1 million bond. Let's keep on moving forward. I don't feel bad for him at all. Ain't no prayers going up for that. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's talk about this barefoot woman who ran into a burning building and got arrested. I don't know what you're going in that building for, baby, but if you got arrested for it, let's keep on going over into this Worcester fire. A lot of fires going on out here, you guys. Please be careful. I don't know if you got the fan on or whatever like that that's got you doing stuff like this, but come on now. Let's try to stay alive this summer. I don't understand why all of these fires are breaking out. Let's get on over to this next situation over here, you guys. Let's go. Is this the one right here? Where we at with that? Oh, there we go. Right there. There we go. Right there. Let's get it.
Duncan Antoinette, good morning. She was arrested for allegedly running back into the burning building. This is video from the scene at 41 May Street, which is a rooming house.
Now, you may have family, you may have animals and stuff like that, and you can get in trouble if they find you that you're running back into a building because of the fact that they look at you like you're, what do they call that, disorderly conduct, and you could be harming yourself. So, yes, it can happen, you guys.
And Worcester police say it was a chaotic scene when fire broke out just before 11 o'clock last night. 4 residents were taken to the hospital, according to police. Most have minor injuries. 1 firefighter was also taken to the hospital with minor injuries. Now, regarding the arrest, Worcester police say 37-year-old Sarah Beth Martinez ran back into the burning building barefoot. 2 police officers had to go get her and immediately place her under arrest. She's facing charges including obstructing and interfering with a firefighter. She also has 2 outstanding warrants. At this point, it is not clear why Martinez allegedly ran back into the burning building.
Might have had a pet or something like that, probably trying to go get some money. You never know. But what I'm trying to tell you guys, it's never that important to go back into a burning building. Never, because you never know. A beam might fall because of non-support. Anything can happen. Hopefully, the first thing that you do is guard yourself, make sure that you're covered. And if there's any family members around, try to get the people that's immediately around you out of there. And yeah, hopefully, if you do have a big house, you may want to practice fire drills. You probably think it's funny, you probably think it's a comical thing, but you may want to practice fire drills. This way, everybody can know where to meet, and if anybody's missing, you'll know what's going on. It'll be a hot time in the whole town tonight. Law is not going to get with my kids and the animals. Sometimes you can't trust the authorities. She forgot her stash. I didn't want to say it, but Lauren said it. She forgot her stash. She forgot that Hunter. I can feel it. I gotta go get my stash. This ain't that serious. It's never that serious. Let's go, you guys. We gotta. What kind of flag we got over there? Good eye, Mike. Good eye, Mike. It's chiming in from what's that? Australia. I gotta get some Australia content now. Let's get on over to our. Is it time? Is it? No, let's do one more before we get into the health and wellness section. I'm like, wait a minute, it can't be time already, even though we moving and grooving and we doing good on this Friday morning. What do we have right here? I don't think you guys are gonna like this at all, especially my cat lovers. I'm glad CJ's not here right now. I'm glad CJ's not here. But if Mark Dorfman's here, and if we got a couple of people that here that's not gonna like this. Angels and Winters here. I'm sorry, you guys. Remember, Boogotti's just reporting this news, but I'm bringing it up because it's about our furry little friends and our family members. Don't like it at all, but I gotta tell you guys what's going on here. We got a situation in Philadelphia where an investigation is underway after a video appears to show a substance poured onto cat food. And these cats are basically outside strays, and people come to feed them. Sadly, it looks like someone is trying to put Clorox in these cats' food. And they're so nice and they're so precious that they're just over there, fraying and rubbing up against this lady. But come to find out, she's pouring Clorox into their food. They do need to do an investigation into this immediately. And I hope that none of the cats ate the food while this was happening.
Right now to the investigation into a possible case of animal abuse in Delaware County. Video posted to social media shows a woman pouring what appears to be bleach over cat food on the street in Chester. Tonight, the Pennsylvania SPCA says it is actively investigating this matter. Action News reporter John Paul is live at the SPCA in Hunting Park with the details. John.
Rick, the investigators here have seen that video, and that's what prompted their investigation. They went down to Chester, in fact, serving a warrant on the home that they believe was involved with all this. And when that video started circulating on social media, neighbors there could not believe it. 16-year-old jumper is kind of a big deal in this Chester neighborhood.
Everybody knows this cat. This cat is like the block's cat.
So you can imagine her owner's surprise when this video surfaced online over the weekend.
Yeah, she's pouring bleach out there, poisoning the cats.
It appears to show a woman pouring bleach on piles of cat food with Jumper going in for a sniff.
And when I looked at the video, I was like, that's my cat.
It doesn't look like he took a bite of the tainted food, but he is far from the only cat on Rose Street.
We named him S'mores. My mind, that name just come up.
This neighbor, who doesn't want to be identified, feeds the strays and gives them a place to live. She couldn't believe what she saw in the video.
You pour bleach on an outfit and watch put a hole right through it. So you can imagine what it's going to do to these animals.
The video made its way to the Pennsylvania SPCA, where officers immediately opened an investigation.
We are on top of this.
Investigators are now testing the substance to determine exactly what it is, and depending on the results, it could mean criminal charges.
Of course, we can all see the video, but we have to find the evidence of, was this in fact bleach or some other substance that was poured on the food to potentially cause poisonous effects or, harm the animal.
Neighbors tell me they're glad the incident is being taken seriously, and Jumper's owner is taking extra precautions as well.
Right now, I'm just making sure he stays on the porch and keep him hydrated, keep him from wanting to go across the street.
So the testing on that substance will continue tonight. We'll update you whenever the investigators here figure out what exactly it was and whether or not any charges are filed. Rick, one more thing to note is that the PSPCA says they have just been inundated with phone calls and emails, people sending them this same video over and over. They're asking people to stop doing that because it's actually tying up their investigators. Only reach out if it's something different from this case.
Yeah, people not playing about getting her. They calling Philadelphia SPCA like, yeah, y'all want to know what's going on here? Pretty much craziness is happening over here. You guys, that's right. Y'all know what it is. We love the animals over here, and we don't play those games on any type of animal. Dog, cat, bird, even snake. Yeah, remember what was that Ace Ventura when he had to go get that bat? Oh my God. Ah! But they're still animals, and we still got a job to do. We love animals over here, and we don't play that. So I'm hoping that they got her and they investigated, lock her up. And then the next thing you know, she gonna be in the back of the car like this, and she gonna look around and gonna say, what? And before she get in the car, watch your head. And then the next thing you know, when she's driving down the street, she gonna see a chihuahua out there. Fuck you. That's right. Give her the finger, Chihuahua, and let her go her merry way. She deserves what she gets. And guess what, you guys? That's right. It's Friday, and it's time for health and wellness section. You guys, we did salmon the other day talking about foods. Then we doubled back and came in and helped out a little more on the foods. Broke down the daily assignments, what we need to do, how we need to make sure we pay attention to what's going on in our daytime. But you know what you never notice and we never really talk about? Sleep, deprivation, certain things that are stopping you. I myself have to be, I have to practice what I preach in this as well. I don't get much sleep, but I got to be honest with you guys. After this video last night, I said to myself, you know what, Boogotti, even if you get up a little late this morning, you're going to get some good sleep tonight because it really means a lot. What happens to your body when you get the proper rest is very important. Cortisol, everything. It's very important for you guys to get a good night's sleep. It's also important the way that you wind down. It's important the time that you eat your last meal. Why? Because it takes about 2 hours just for your food to digest. And if you wonder why when you're laying in your bed, you can't go to bed, you can't get to sleep, guess what? If you eat late, your body is still breaking those foods down. You got to let your body have a time clock to know what and when to respond. Start looking at the sunlight in the daytime. Understand that getting the cortisol actually helps you with the melatonin at night that helps you go to sleep. We're going to get into it, you guys, with the health and wellness section, the Japanese night routine that drops cortisol and fixes sleep. What are we doing over here? We got it right here for you guys. The Japanese night routine that drops the cortisol levels and fixes sleep. You might say, I'm going to watch a Netflix movie. I'm going to go to sleep. No, you won't. because every couple of seconds that Netflix movie is taking you this way, driving you that way, taking you this way. You can't really fall right to sleep. You may fall asleep watching it, but I mean, and that's because you're dead tired. But you never just fall asleep watching a Netflix show because it keeps you engaged, right? Just keep on thinking about other stuff. You lie down and your brain won't turn off. Has that ever been you? Happened to me before. I want to go to bed, but I keep on thinking about, did I do this right? Did I send that email? Did I, that's been me a lot. Did I stack the deck enough? Do I have enough videos? Have I watched the videos enough to understand and know what I'm going to talk to them about so I'm not looking like a nut? Because that's important. We all think about a lot of different things, but now we got to figure out what time we need to be doing these things. Not gonna make it a big jumble. I want this to be really calm and collective. Very important, you guys. Let's break it down. The Japanese night routine that drops cortisol and fixes sleep, in parentheses. And that's coming from what's the next level. After we're done watching the video, we will be subscribing to the channel, as well as clicking on all to make sure that we get all of the content from this video. You guys, it's our bottom line. It's health and wellness, the Japanese night routine that drops cortisol and fixes sleep. It's not just gonna do that. You're gonna get at least about, I would say, 10 different jewels out of this video. You might wanna stick around. Check it out, you guys, let's go.
The emails you forgot to answer, the conversation that didn't go well, the thing you said wrong, the thing you should have done differently. Your body is exhausted, but your mind won't stop. You check the time, 11 p.m. You close your eyes, you check again, 1 a.m. And when the alarm goes off, it feels like you barely slept at all. Sound familiar? Here's the thing. This isn't insomnia. This isn't anxiety. This is cortisol. Your body is still in stress mode when it should be in recovery mode. And in Japan, they figured out how to fix this centuries ago.
So what we're gonna break down, you guys, is we're not gonna go at the problem. We're not gonna go. We're gonna go for the cure and not the problem, right? And we're gonna go directly to what the issues are. Not, oh, I can't get to sleep because I just can't get to sleep. We got to get to the causes of that situation.
Not with medication, not with supplements, with a routine. Today, I'm going to show you the Japanese night routine that drops cortisol and fixes sleep.
Trust me.
Not through complicated rituals, but through simple practices that tell your nervous system it's safe to rest. Because when your body knows it's safe, sleep comes naturally. So let's talk about what that actually looks like. First, understand why you can't sleep. Before we talk about the routine, you need to understand why this is happening. Because most people treat the symptom. They find melatonin, they try white noise, they download sleep apps, but they never address the cause. The cause is cortisol. Cortisol is your stress hormone. In the morning, it should be high. It wakes you up, gets you going, prepares you for the day. But in the evening, it should drop significantly.
That's why it's good when you wake up in the morning to open that window to get that nice shot of cortisol. It's telling your body and it's telling you it's morning time. After you go through the day, it's going to turn into the melatonin. Check it out. Let's go. Let's go.
So your body can shift into recovery mode. And for most people, it doesn't drop. Why? Because your evenings are filled with stimulation, bright screens, stressful news, work emails at 9 p.m., arguments, loud music, overstimulating content. Every one of these sends a signal to your nervous system. Stay alert, stay ready. It's not safe to rest yet, and your body listens.
So how you gonna go right to sleep after you still been up moving all around? You gotta expect it to take time to fall asleep unless you're dead tired, and then you're not really getting the right type of sleep anyway because it's a way to decompress and go to sleep the right way. Me, I like to have a cool room. I like my white quilts and my white clean pillows. I like to make sure I get my massage chair going. I get my massage from the back, and then I just go knock it down and I go to sleep. That's the way I do it. And I like to stay cool as I'm sleeping. I'm a hot boy, so I got to stay cool. AC, something like that, got to have it dumping. Let's keep on going. And then I just realized that being cool as far as your body temperature actually means something. Let's go.
So you lie down exhausted, but your cortisol is still high, and sleep doesn't come. In Japan, evenings are designed to do the opposite, to systematically drop cortisol, to signal safety, to prepare the body and mind for deep restorative sleep. And here's how they do it. In Japan, dinner happens early, around 6 or 7 p.m., and after that, nothing. Why? Because digestion is work. When you eat late, your body is still processing food while you're trying to sleep.
There you go.
Your core temperature stays elevated. Your metabolism stays active. Your organs are working overtime. And all of that keeps cortisol elevated. But when you stop eating 2 to 3 hours before bed, your body has time to finish digestion. Your temperature starts to drop. Your metabolism slows.
Jack, you know what you're talking about. That is one of the points. Jack, I'm going to go ahead and cheat. Jack called one out that's coming up in like 3 next levels. We love people like Jack Liberty because Jack stays on point, right? Look at that. Jack said reading a book also works good too. And not reading your phone, Jack, a real book. Let's go. Get into the story. Feel it. And the light from your phone is not good. So don't say, oh, I'm reading a book on my phone. No, you need to turn pages and then captivate yourself in the story. Let's go.
And that drop in temperature is a signal, a powerful one. It tells your brain, time to sleep. Think about it. Have you ever eaten a huge meal late at night and then slept terribly? That's why. Your body was too busy working to rest.
CJ.
So try this. Move dinner earlier, just 30 minutes earlier than usual, and notice what happens to your sleep. Second practice,
hot
bath or shower.
Now, me, I'm already done. I'm already in the cold season now, which means I take direct cold showers now, and I might not do this, but I may continue doing what I'm doing because the ultimate goal is to what? Bring the temperature down once you see what he's talking about. So I can still do this, but I'll do it with cold. Let's keep on moving forward.
In Japan, this is non-negotiable. The ofuro, the ritual evening bath. Hot water, every single night.
Wash your ass, period.
But here's the science, and it's counterintuitive. A hot bath doesn't make you sleep because it relaxes you. Well, it does, but that's not the main reason. It makes you sleep because of what happens after. When you get into hot water, your core body temperature rises, and then when you get out, it drops rapidly. And that rapid temperature drop, that's the signal your brain has been waiting for. It triggers melatonin release. It activates your sleep drive. It tells your body, time to shut down.
Like when you take a shower or a bath before you go to bed, that's why you feel so good. First of all, your ass is clean. You're clean, and you just feel like, oh, I'm just relaxed. Especially if you sit in a tub where it's just like the water's up high and there's just so much stillness and your entire body is being submerged into the water. That's what I'm talking about. It's a whole different feeling once you get in that bed. Let's go.
Researchers recommend getting out of the bath 60 to 90 minutes before bed. That's when the temperature drop peaks, and that's when sleep comes easiest. In Japan, this isn't a luxury. It's part of the rhythm, as natural as brushing your teeth. So tonight, try this. Hot shower or bath.
I understand you had a sleep study and they put you on Ambien, but that might be something prescribed. So I don't never tell you guys what not to do and to change your regimens, because if a doctor's telling you that, I definitely understand. But maybe you want to send this to the doctor and ask if you can just prescribe some of these things instead of the drug. You know what I mean?
60 to 90 minutes before you want to sleep. And notice how naturally sleep comes. Third practice, dim the lights.
Dim those lights.
In Japan,
it lets your body, it lets your eyes know, it lets everything know it's time to settle things and calm things down. I did these last night as I was learning this video. I did a lot of these practices and they really worked. They really did. Just want to let you guys know, proven effective.
Evenings are soft, warm lighting, candles, shoji screens filtering light gently. Not bright overhead lights blasting at full power until midnight. Why does this matter? Because your brain uses light to decide what time it is. Bright blue light says morning. Warm dim light says evening. And when your lights are bright all evening, your brain thinks it's still daytime. So it keeps producing cortisol.
So I had to stop doing that. I used to like try to leave my lights on all night just to stay up or whatever like that. That's not good because it's not even good for your body. Like it's not even good for your mindset. You need to know this is what time it is. Even if you staying up, this is what time it is. It should go along with the time of the day. It's not like you got a corporate office that you're working in, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go.
And it delays melatonin. Most people go from bright screens to bed and wonder why they can't fall asleep.
Check that out.
It's because their brain genuinely doesn't know it's nighttime. But when you dim the lights 2 hours before bed, something shifts. Melatonin starts rising. Cortisol starts dropping. Your body enters the transition to sleep mode. This is free. This takes zero effort, and it works. So tonight, 2 hours before bed, dim every light in your home. Switch off the overhead lights. Use lamps. Lower the brightness on your screens, and watch what happens. Fourth practice, a digital sunset. No screens 60 minutes before bed. In Japan, evenings are analog. Reading, conversation, quiet reflection. Now, you might be thinking, I can't do that. I need to wind down with Netflix. Here's the truth. Netflix is not winding down. Netflix is stimulation. Every episode ends with a cliffhanger. Every notification demands your attention. Every scroll shows something designed to keep you engaged. Your nervous system doesn't know it's entertainment. It processes it as real information, real emotion, real stress, and cortisol stays high. But when you put down the screens 60 minutes before bed, your brain gets time to decompress, to process the day, to transition naturally towards.
I love all the stuff that you guys are saying to the point where I got to stop and say it. I got to say, I work from 6 a.m. to 8:30, 1:30 p.m. Second job at the end of my career, so it ruined me. Okay, Miss Fire Green, good point to the phone light. The phone light too. Yes, I've been using candlelight for the last months or two in the evening. I bet it's working good for you, Scooter. Remove the cover up on those little lights in your bedroom. I have a sleeping mask with a Bluetooth, and I listen to the sounds with subliminals. I love that. Don't take Ambien. I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you guys also, I don't think that you need to be taking that crap either. Try to do some natural stuff if you can. Scooter, that sounds soothing, didn't it? It definitely did, right? Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. What else you guys got to say over here? What else I got? I sleep to creepy poster stories. Nah, I can't do that one, Winter. You serious? Let's keep going.
Sleep. You don't have to do nothing. Read a physical book. Journal.
Why?
Stretch.
Why?
Listen to calm music. Just nothing with a screen. And here's what happens. Within a few nights, you'll start feeling naturally sleepy at the same time.
Okay.
Your circadian rhythm resets.
Okay.
Your melatonin rises at the right time. Because your brain finally got the signal it needed.
Okay.
Wait, we already covered the bath, right? But in Japan, the bath is more than just temperature regulation. It's a ritual. The water is prepared. The temperature is precise. The room is quiet. No phone, no music, no distractions.
Maybe a candle in there just to get the flicker of the light. And it's all about you. And this is the time when you need to be thinking about the things that you're grateful for. This is a gratitude moment. Be thankful that you woke up this morning. Thankful that this happened. And when you appreciate, I got that done. I got this done. Take little achievements as big things and start to store those things.
You step in and you just be. You breathe deeply. You let the heat work. You let your thoughts slow down. 10 to 20 minutes. And here's what this does that the shower doesn't fully replicate. It forces stillness. In a world of constant stimulation, the bath is the one place where nothing is asked of you.
Thank you, Zion.
No productivity, no performance, no input, just water.
Because when you're in the shower, you got to move all around, soap yourself up. The tub, you can just be like this. And when you submerge yourself, you feel a whole different feeling. Thank you so much, Zion. Let's keep going.
And breath, and quiet. And that stillness is what actually drops cortisol, not just the temperature, the experience. So if you can, take a real bath, not a quick shower, a slow, intentional soak, and treat it like a ritual, not a task. Sixth practice, a short evening walk. In Japan, this is called Yoru no Sampo, the night walk.
And we're not talking about because of RLS, restless leg syndrome, which I hear a lot of people are winding up having to do because certain levels of their of different things that are going on in their body. We're talking about just a calm, brisk walk, maybe 10 minutes. Now, if you live in a hood, You know what I'm saying? You might want to do that, but you know what I'm saying? Like if you can take a little brisk walk just to get out for a while, because it actually lets your body know and your mind know, oh, it's nighttime. Every little thing counts.
Not exercise, just a gentle stroll, 10 to 20 minutes after dinner. Why? Because walking after dinner does two things.
Nervous,
First, it helps
digestion.
digest your meal.
Yep.
It moves food through your system, prevents that heavy bloated feeling that keeps you awake. Second, it naturally lowers cortisol. The combination of gentle movement, cool air, and nature signals your nervous system to relax. Studies show that even a 10-minute walk outside in the evening significantly reduces cortisol levels. And in Japan, this is cultural. Families walking together after dinner, not rushing, not exercising, just moving gently through the neighborhood. This isn't about fitness, it's about transition, moving from the busyness of the day into the quiet of the night. So tonight, after dinner, go for a short walk. Leave your phone at home, or at least in your pocket. Just walk and breathe, and let the day dissolve. Seventh practice, reading before bed. In Japan, reading is deeply embedded in the culture. Japan has one of the highest literacy rates in the world. Bookstores are everywhere. Reading on the train is the norm. And before bed, many Japanese people read. Not on a phone or tablet, a physical book.
That's right.
Why? Because reading does something specific. It transfers your mental focus from your own thoughts to someone else's world. Your mind stops replaying the day. It stops worrying about tomorrow. It enters the story. And that shift is deeply relaxing. Studies show that reading for just 6 minutes reduces stress by 68%.
Did you hear that? Reading a book for 6 minutes, studies show reduces stress for 68%. That's huge to me.
And that shift is deeply relaxing. Studies show that reading for just 6 minutes reduces stress by 68%. More than listening to music, more than walking, more than drinking tea. Your heart rate slows, your muscles relax, your cortisol drops. But it has to be a physical book, not your phone, not a tablet, because screens bring light, and light fights melatonin. So tonight, pick up a physical book, 15 to 20 minutes before bed, and notice how different you feel when you finally close your eyes.
So start reading a book, put it next to your bed, and put that part as your regimen. I'm gonna read this for 15 minutes. Boom. See what I'm saying? You can incorporate these things and leave them around your house as little landmines and remembrances.
Eighth practice, and this one might be the most powerful.
Gratuity. That's right.
In
Thankful.
Japan, there's a
Thankful.
concept called kansha, deep appreciation. Thankfulness, not just for the big things, but for the small ones. The meal that was warm, the train that came on time, the sunlight through the window. And before bed, many Japanese people take a moment.
I'm gratitude for you guys every single day. Every day I'll be like, yeah, I got the dopest fam and dopest chat. It's no way for me. I'm sorry, you guys, but I'll be honest with you. It's really hard for me to have a bad day after I hang out with you guys all day. That's just, it is what it is. You guys really be helping me out. Woo!
Just a few minutes to reflect on what went well, not what went wrong,
Right.
not what they need to fix,
Right.
what they're grateful for. Why does this matter for sleep? Because gratitude activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest system, the opposite of fight or flight. When you focus on what's good, your body releases oxytocin and serotonin, both of which reduce cortisol, both of which promote sleep. And here's the key. This isn't forced positivity. It's not about pretending everything is fine.
Right.
It's about deliberately shifting your attention from the problems of the day to the gifts of the day. Because both exist.
I like that.
Always.
I like that.
And which one you focus on before sleep determines the state of your nervous system as you drift off.
Yeah, why not think about the good things instead of the drama and all of that? Jawaka team or the girl at the job. Man, listen, that situation that came through was good. I really liked the show I just got finished watching. Me and my children had a really good time bonding before we went to bed. I helped them with their homework, look at great things that your family did. Go for it. Make yourself feel good. Why not? Yeah.
So tonight, before you close your eyes, think of 3 things. Just 3. That went well today. Small things count. They count most. And notice how different it feels to fall asleep with gratitude instead of worry. So here's why this routine works. Every step does one thing. It drops cortisol. Stopping eating early drops digestive cortisol. The hot bath drops thermal cortisol. Dimming lights drops visual cortisol. The digital sunset drops stimulation cortisol. The evening walk drops physical cortisol. Reading drops mental cortisol. Gratitude drops emotional cortisol. You're not forcing sleep, you're removing what's blocking it. Because sleep isn't something you do, it's something you allow. And when cortisol drops, sleep comes naturally.
Wow.
Every single time.
So now instead of worrying about like, oh, I can't get to sleep, can't get to sleep. Now it's a good, now you got a good perspective of why you probably were having problems getting to sleep. These little things like the light, the cell phone. Come on, you guys, let's tell the truth. I'm going first. How many of you fall asleep holding your cell phone? Or the last thing you look at is your cell phone and you just knock all the way out, watching, looking at your cell phone. It's not a good thing. It's really not. But what we can do, we can learn from our mistakes. You're not missing anything by putting your phone down for the last hour of the day, you guys. Trust me. There's nothing that you can't see when you wake up. Just keep on going for the last of it.
So here's the truth. You don't have bad sleep because something is wrong with you. You have bad sleep because your evenings are designed to keep you awake. Bright lights,
Me
stimulating
too.
screens, late meals, no transition, no stillness. Your body doesn't know it's time to rest. But when you give it the signals it needs, everything changes. Hot bath, dim the lights, put down the screens, take a short walk, read a physical book, practice gratitude. You don't need all 7 at once. Pick one. Start tonight. Let it become part of your rhythm. Because sleep isn't a reward for being tired enough. It's a result of being safe enough. And when your body feels safe, it rests deeply.
Look at that.
If this changed how you think about sleep, hit subscribe. I break down habits, science, and the small practices that make a massive difference in how you feel.
And what we do around here with our bottom line is you got to convince us. Yeah, Boogotti, we want to see it first, and then we're going to figure out if we want to subscribe. I think we want to subscribe, right, you guys? Let's get on over to it one more time. We got the Japanese night routine that drops cortisol and fixes sleep. One more time. The Japanese night routine that drops cortisol and fixes sleep. That's what's in the parentheses. And the channel, yep, we're going to do it all together because I have not done it yet. This is what I want you guys to do under me as well. I'm standing right on top of one too. Check this out. This is how we do it. We thank them for the content as well. Number one, we want to thank you for the content. God bless. And we want to go ahead and subscribe. I'm already subscribed. Now we want to hit that arrow and go to all. Boom. And now we're going to get all notifications when this channel comes up with new content. Again, you guys, a fantastic segment, if I have to say so myself. The Japanese night routine that drops cortisol and fixes sleep. I hope you guys got a lot out of our bottom lines health and wellness section. You know I don't do this for no reason. I want to really make sure that we're learning over here and it's something that's going to be productive. The fact that some of the ideas and some of the points are some things that you guys already knew, dope. I love that. When somebody said reading, I love that. When somebody started talking about other aspects and things, yeah, I like that. I love when you guys already know some stuff because it kind of further validates the fact that I'm like, okay, I'm on the right road here. Okay, you guys, makes absolute sense. What else we got over here? That's smart. What else you got over here? You guys are smart up in this building. Hey, boy, Liberty and Justice said we always post our health and wellness vibes in the Discord. You got to hit that like button too. Go over to Our Bottom Line's Discord. If you got Discord, we have a page over there. We make sure that we do general topics. We got Let's Grow Crazy. We got some of the dopest content that goes up every single day from all of our different family members here. If you guys are not a member of the Discord, what are you waiting for? And we got people that's novices that they just learned that's tearing the Discord up, right, Lisa? I see you, Liberty. You wasn't even good at that, but now Liberty be doing her thing. Colessive is up in there. Winter. Oh, I got my son helping me, but they still learning. You know what you guys got to do? Stop worrying about making a mistake. Go ahead and do it. Post it. Say it. Whatever you want to do. Hey, look at this one. Just made a mistake and just put up a D and an L. Guess what? They're going to learn how to get better. How you think I started here? I didn't know what I was doing. You guys helped me too. Boogotti, take that hat off. You like the suit. You like certain things. Take certain things and learn from it, you guys. Don't let nobody knock you down. Learn from it. It's a learning process. And guess what we need to learn how to do? Even animals like penguins need to learn how to walk. They need to learn how to stop falling around when they're chasing their moms. You guys ever see a little penguin pup try to chase his mom? Next thing you know, they got their arms up like this because they don't really got no long. They got the flappers and then they fall down. It's kind of a cute scene right there. I thought that you guys might be interested in seeing this. This is cute. This baby penguin keeps on tripping while chasing his mom, you guys. Check this situation out right here. Let's go. This baby who was very clumsily chasing his mom, practically begging her to feed him. I have to say I'm shocked at how fast penguins are. They were so sleepy. He just walked on top. You can do it. Have you seen movie weapons? Yeah. Yes, how they walk, how they run. Indiana. Oh my gosh, my wholesome image is gone. Sometimes we observe something that we call gentle brain. They seem very confident in coming out of the water and going places, and then suddenly they stop and they just look around and not bothered, and then they kind of preen themselves, and you just made a path for them to cross, and everybody's waiting to go somewhere else. And then maybe 2 minutes later, they're like, oh yeah, I was gonna go somewhere, and then they maybe continue on, or they turn around and go a different way, or they go to the left, or something like that. That is always very funny to observe. They're little waddles.
It's a late breeding season now. There are still parents with young up here, and they will be coming and going and feeding their young. But the birds around here, they're all molting.
These ones are so fluffy.
Every year, they have to replace their feathers. You can see it looks like a pillow fight here, where all their old feathers are on the ground. And while they're molting, they just stand around for about 3 weeks, unable to feed. Somebody said always in a tux, like Boogotti. That was a good one. I like that. Don't you see while their feathers are growing?
So they're just living in their reserves and their colonies and pretty much staying alive.
Gotta say that's cute, you guys. What's that? We got this. They went out there and got in front of all of the penguins. It's a whole lot of names there. You guys, camera people. We got the production support. Everybody over there. You know how we do it. We go on different excursions, different times. We don't just only deal with dogs and cats all the times. A lot of times we go with the penguins, but sometimes we know we got to bring it back to the dogs. Want to bring this story to you right here. We got a dog that was rescued and he gets embarrassed by his dad like a teenager. How many of you people talk to your dog like it's a human? Miss Swanza. How many of you guys act like your dog got a middle name and a last name, Colessive or Liberty? Huh? As a matter of fact, where Casey at? Casey, one of them. Casey, I know you, but I could imagine how you guys, imagine if somebody said this to you. I'm just gonna let you guys finish this sentence because I know we got some real dog lovers here. If I come over to your house, are you gonna put that dog up? I'm gonna let you guys answer that. Let me ask you a question. If I come over to your house, are you gonna put that dog up? Because I don't really mess with dogs like that. What's your response? Look. You lucky it ain't me, because I'd be like, shit, he live here. I know what to say. Look. Nope. Colessive said nope. Tanya said nope. Thumbs down from Miss Swan. Miss Swansea got a whole line of no's going on. Angel said, the fuck I'm not. This is his house. See, that's what I'm saying. My dog stay with me. Don't come to my house then. This is my dog's house. That's mama's baby. I definitely talk to him like a child. And yes, I will put my dog up, but it's not about him. It's about you. Okay. Don't have to. They train. Not my dog, my Mr. Cutie. Wait a minute. Y'all got me crying over here. No, because the dog live here. My dog is at home. What you talking about? Okay. Let's keep on going, you guys, because we got one over here. I'm talking about love. If y'all love y'all dog like this, I know you do. I know you do. You know why? Because of the amount of love that they give you. talking about put your dog up. Oh, excuse me, can you get your dog, please? Because I don't like dogs like that. I mean, and you know, I even test people. I even talk to women. I'm like, you like dogs? Oh, I don't really mess with dogs like that. Oh, well, you know what? You have a good day. What do you mean? If you don't like dogs, you're not rocking with Boogotti. Sorry about that. I don't play around with you.
She gets embarrassed by her dad sometimes, I think.
So she gets embarrassed by her dad a lot. He got her as a rescue, and let's just say he loved this dog. Let's get into it.
She's so sweet and calm. It has a little sass to her.
We're on our way, 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 we're on.
She's like, he's doing it again. Make him stop.
There's definitely the sense I'm the uncool one. Andrew, and this is T's story for GeoBeats. T was originally chained, tied to a tree for, we think, somewhere between 1 and 2 years. And the family left the state and just kind of moved away and left her there. So once she'd been there, I think legally it's 7 days, I might be wrong on the exact number of days, she can be taken from that situation. Luckily, the organization I worked for, who's called CARE in Tennessee, managed to pick her up. She then got adopted 2 or 3 separate times and brought back each time. I took her for a sleepover just for 1 night and I never brought her back. She was a very, very sweet dog.
I'm telling you guys, the smile on the rescue's face, you can see the smile. You can see the indentations. I don't know if you guys know about this, but a rescue will love you forever.
When you first come back into the house, she'll go out into the deck and will find leaves, find sticks, to anything to bring to you, and does this kind of like very proud wiggle where she is very happy to show off whatever she found. We have company.
We love cats too. Where Layla at? Send put a picture up of Layla. I know we probably already did. We love cats too, a collective. Don't even worry about teaching her how to play fetch. We love cats too.
Recently, they cut down a tree and there were little pieces of bark all over our deck, and that was what she brought us for a good 2 weeks before all the...
Look at this one right here. Jack, you got it. I'm glad Jack was paying attention. Jack said the dog think his owner's crazy. Exactly. Look how much he loves him. Look at that.
bark flew away.
She's like, stop. People are watching.
We do pretty much everything together. We go on hikes, we go, if we go to Lowe's or whatever, she'll come with me. If we go to the gym, she comes with me.
CJ.
People can't believe what she's been through when they meet her. Like, they just can't fathom that that's where she started.
And I was going to show you guys this, but I don't know. Did I show you guys this? Did I show you the grumpy cat? I think I probably did, but CJ, this is for you. Go ahead, let's go.
He always had this brusque mannerism. He was always hissing at us. But we fell in love with his grumpy old man charms.
Yeah, we showed it yesterday.
Behind my building was a colony of cats, who in 2021 I started taking notice of and realized that a couple of them looked sick and underfed and emaciated. My husband and I started looking up resources, being like, oh, someone needs to save these cats, and discovered that in New York City, there really are, and municipal animal shelter won't help feral outdoor cats. It's even difficult to get them to initiate spay-neuter for these cats. So I got TNR certified and started feeding this colony.
And they were having to move, and instead of leaving them out there, they took them home.
I started socializing him maybe end of January, and within about 4 months, even before then, I even think 2 months in, he was already showing the soft, mushy side of him. He would still smack churro out my hands, but he was totally loving the pets. And I just kept working with him where I got him used to trusting people.
Junior is living with his new adoptive mom, and he has a cat brother who's also a senior named Pippin.
Shout out to Mark Dorfman. Shout out to my boy out there doing his thing, rescuing those cats. Mark Dorfman, we already know about your sanctuary and that you got massive love for the cats. And yes, CJ, got mad love for you. Kalesa, that was for you. Don't think that we only love dogs around here. We love all animals no matter what. And you know what I'm doing right now. Got to get those prayers in the air. I want to get the prayers in the air for everybody here. I want to make sure that you guys have a safe Friday. I want to make sure that your animals have a fantastic Friday. I want to make sure that you guys get home and back wherever you guys got to get to safely and have a really safe, a fantastic day. And we're going to definitely be right back here in the morning. But you know what I want to do first? Got to get these prayers in the air for every single person that's here because I want to make sure that you guys know that we care about you and we definitely love you, you guys. That's right. Want to pray for angels among us. Got to pray for Just Joy 206. Flavor Talks Works. That's right. Billy Bly, got to pray for you as well. Angels among us, making sure that we get love from you. Nikki from Texas. That's right. Jack, Irma Harris, Winter Rising, Batty Lynn, Liberty and Justice for always holding it down. Can't forget about Frederick. Can't forget about Tanya Zimmerman. Irma, I saw you again. And then where you at, my brother? Casey Ramos. Can't forget about you, Casey and Roger. Miss Swans are always tapping and showing love. Rebecca Lanyen Bueno chiming in from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Ad Rains, Miss Swanza Kalesov, Batty Lynn, Guy. Who else we got? G-Man. We got Just Joy. I can't see Bustin' Dustin. Ad Rains and Jack. Can't forget about 55 Coffee House with Miss Lisa Roy. Can't forget about Teddy. Can't forget about Sam Champion, Mark Dorfman, Jeffrey Spilka, Jordan. Can't forget about Dot Focus. Can't forget about Coin Collective. That's right, you guys. Can't forget about those guys. Got to make sure that we're showing love to Angels Among Us, Winter Rising as well. Rebecca Lanyan Bueno. I was going to say your name anyway, Winter, because I'm used to it now. And can't forget about Angels Among Us. That's right, you guys. And you know, everyone that we miss, can't forget about me, because I want to make sure that I'm able to get here tomorrow to keep on doing what we're doing with the trending topics and current events as well. That's right, you guys. Let's get those prayers in the air. Last minute people that are coming in. Tanya Wright, Eric Cooley. Can't forget about Irma, Madeline, and Liberty and Justice, you guys. And that's how we do it. Amen. And you guys know what I'm about to tell you about right now, right? I'm about to tell you about the Show Your Talent Search. That's coming up in Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. Next week, I may be making a major announcement when it comes down to Big Drip. So you guys stay tuned. We got a lot of major situations going on. It's warm outside now. It's summertime. So that means I'm out and about. Myself, DJ Don Dada, are going to be out there promoting and getting to the Show Your Talent Search. That's what we're doing in Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. And if you win, boom, $250 in cash. After we win, we got 6 people, because we're doing all 5 boroughs plus one person that's chiming in here. You all will compete against each other for the grand prize of $1,000. And it's sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. If you want to get lit, listen to Miss Swanza. Want to get lit? Drink Big Drip. Why? It's the drink to get you lit. Guess what? I'm going to be hosting right along with my DJ Don Dada of formerly of Black Ink Crew. It's the Show Your Talent Search. We want to see your talent. It's not just singing and dancing. It's talent. So whatever you guys can do, let us know. All you got to do to be a part of the talent show is what? Go on over to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. That's right, Big Drip Hard Punch. 2 G's, 2 P's, 14% alcohol. 12. It's a 12-ounce can, bigger than all the other guys out there. That means you might just need a half of one. But if you want to be really excited, go ahead and finish one. But make sure that you're 21 and older. Want to be a part of the talent show? Go on over to www.drinkbigdrip.com. They the ones that's paying for it. That's right. All you got to do is go to the first page, put your email address in the notification area, and I'm going to keep you guys up to date on they'll keep you up to date on where the next event is going to be. We should be doing that probably by the end of the week, because we got some real locations coming up. Probably going to be heading out to Time to Wine. That's in Staten Island. After that, we're going to be hitting up the Bronx store, which is in Throg's Neck. We're going back up there again, and by that time, we'll have a major announcement. That's right, myself, DJ Don Dada, gonna be doing our thing. Show Your talent search, as well as tastings. That's why you gotta be 21 and older, because it is an alcoholic drink. That's right, you guys, it's alcohol. And guess what that means? You're gonna have some fun because you're gonna blame it on the brew. Alcohol. So yeah, come on out. Hopefully you guys will be a part of the Show Your talent search. And with that being said, that's right, you guys. It's Friday. We made it. Boom, boom. Just got paid. Boom, boom. Friday night. I will be right back tomorrow, Saturday morning, for a fantastic episode of Our Bottom Line. Your boy Boogotti NYC. Damn you killed my master. Remember the karate flicks on Saturday morning, you guys? Yes, we're going to be here to entertain, trending topics, current events. And I can't forget about that that unstoppable, that untouchable health and wellness section, you guys. We're so blessed to have that segment now. I'm glad you guys are learning a lot and getting a lot from it. Any suggestions for the health and wellness section? Come on now, we listen. Send your suggestions over to bridgethisllc at gmail.com. That's like the Brooklyn Bridge, BRIDGE, this, THISLLC at gmail.com. Send me over your ideas. Also, you want to do some promo and get your promo out there, you know what you got to do, right? If you're trying to be in the post notification area for Our Bottom Line, send your promos over to me at bridgethisllc at gmail.com. The only thing is, they have to be in 1080 by 1080 size frame in order to fit. That's it, you guys. It's a wrap. So until tomorrow, 6 o'clock, same bat time, same bat station, different suit. Gonna still be snazzy and ready to do it for you guys with trending topics and current events. It's your boy Boogotti NYC. And like I always tell you guys, y'all could have went anywhere. Until tomorrow, 6 o'clock, right back here. We don't stop for the weekend. We keep rolling. Let's go. Y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me this Friday, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, until 6 a.m., I will see you guys then. How you do it? Get 'em! Peace. See you guys in the morning.